Alright, it's time for some Celeste. I mean, like I said last time, I am enjoying this game more than I thought I would. That being said though, it's a bit of a pesky game, isn't it? It's very mean at parts. Still though, I'm having fun. And for the start of this stream, we're gonna go back to this. That B-side level, which I was having a great time with. Let's see if I remember anything about what to do. I can immediately know. I think it was something along the lines of I had to do that. Yeah, that feels about correct for now. Let's just keep going into it. This time, we're not playing through just off of, like, me doing the same thing over and over again. I'm actually going into this awake and fresh. We'll manage to get the B-side. Hopefully. Just ignore these many times I am going to be dying while I get used to controls again. Because it does take me a moment to get back into the swing of things, you know? I'm not going to claim to be an amazing gamer. Well, I will, but that means I have to get up to that claim if I claim it too often. So, that's fine. I just need to be able to acknowledge that usually I am an amazing gamer. Just not like 100% of the time. Yes. It's clearly the way I should be going with this. Don't give in to my flaws. Just double down on the fact that I could not be doing any wrong. And just get this level complete, because I have not been having fun with this B-side. I remember last time I was getting quite annoyed at it. May not have been really showing that I was getting annoyed, but I was. Ah, hello Kenneth. Good to see you. That's going pretty well. It's got lovely weather. I've had to close my curtains because otherwise, if they're open, the light balance goes off. It's too sunny for once. Which is surprising in Scotland. Normally you don't get a lot of sunshine up here. We're all vitamin D deficient. But yeah, I've actually got lovely weather at the moment. I've just been back at my parents for the weekend for just Easter holiday stuff. So yeah, that's all been good. How about you, boy? I hope you've been doing well as well. Because I mean, I've had good weather. I've taken the last week off uni. I'm just in a good mood. So, I do hope everyone that comes by has also been able to take a bit of a break from things if they have been at uni. Or just generally been able to have a good time. And at least a bit of chocolate with Easter having coming around. You know? Yeah, if you are watching me just die continuously, don't worry. That's just this game in a nutshell. I am just throwing myself through muscle memory right now, rather than doing any timing or anything complicated. So, yeah, I'm not going to be able to do a lot until I start properly focusing, I think. Okay, I'm roughly figuring out what I was up to last time. I'm roughly getting back into the right kinda headspace for this. That doesn't mean I'm going to be doing good. It just means I am able to accept what's going wrong and I understand where I'm going wrong. It doesn't mean I'm trying to improve on it just yet. Okay. That should be a good jump. Yeah, okay. Okay, I think I've got this in the bag in the next, like, half hour at least, you know? Oh god, I do not want to spend half an hour on this level. Like, the B-sides are supposed to be challenging. That's the whole point. I'm just not good at these challenges, because it involves me actually doing stuff competently rather than just doing so. Because I can definitely do regular platforming in this game. I may not be the best at it, but I can definitely do it. This is supposed to be very precise platforming. They have nice music for it. I do love the music in this game. I feel it's a bit too fast-paced for what's going on, but I do enjoy the music still. I'm just vibing. I'm all happy. I may be complaining at the level. That is mostly in jest, don't you worry. Damn, wasn't quite close enough there. I'm getting closer. If I manage to get that jump done, I've got the timing correct. It's just, I'm not entirely sure what I'm supposed to be doing here. I'm just kind of brute forcing it more than going in with a plan. Which, I do tend to like going into these things with a plan, but with how the timings work, it's hard to really make a plan for this. Okay, just try and be careful. There we go. That was a spike on top. I tried to land on top because I thought it was safe. That was the best I've done so far. God damn it. Why did I think the top of it would be safe? I hadn't expected to get that high up, to be fair. But why did I think the top would be safe? I'm definitely on the right kind of idea though. Seeing as I did just make it that far, I've definitely got the right kind of thing going for this. Yeah, okay. This is fine. I just need to get my positioning slightly better once I'm on that other side. We've got this level done. Oh, thank God I'm about done with this level though. Okay, I rushed slightly too much there. That one was on me. I need to be a little more patient. Yeah, get into there. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. I did it. Are you proud of me? I've done it. I did it, chat. I'm proud of me. I don't want to do this level. This looks tricky. I think it's a case of me, yeah, needing to fall faster than these things fall. This is going to be a tricky one. Can I like dash diagonally down? I can. Is that the best move? It might be. I'm going to need to make a very small jump before following down. Okay, I went too far to the side. You need to be careful in this game with my positioning. And the hardest parts I struggle with. That and timing. And if I dashed down to the side there, that timing would have been perfect. Go. There we go again. Now I need to dash to the side. Perfect. Look at that. Through to the next stage, and the fact we've got this thing up here worries me. Because I don't know how to get there, but that lets me view the whole stage. Okay, so it's just simple. Jump on things, avoid things. Jump on things, avoid things. We've got dashes. If I think of this logically, I land in the part where that thing's going up and down in the middle. I then have to jump off, dash up to get to the gem, dash to the side to then get in there and have the timing right. Okay. I've got a vague plan. It's not going to work, but I've got a vague plan. Okay, I did that dash there, kind of expecting to die, and then I survived, which threw me off. I mean, it's good that I survived, but I didn't expect it. And, that block disappeared. Okay. It's fine. Yeah, that time dashed too far. Alright. I think I know how to do this. Vaguely. I'm saying that to give you all, like, confidence in me. I don't have any confidence. But you have confidence, I'm sure I can do it, right? That's how this all works. Okay. Jump when that's about to go up. Yeah, that part there throws me off. How best I get my timing? Yeah, because if I just jump straight there, that does not work. In which case... what's the best thing to do? Is it a case of dashing through these first ones? Surely not. I prefer my strategy from before of jump, then take from each just one kind of a step at a time. I can do another dash after that bounce, can't I? That's what I'm doing wrong. Okay. Okay. Yeah, because I forgot these spring pads do refresh your boost, don't they? Yeah, I need to be able to use my boost there and get refreshes, because refreshes replace the spring pads. Got it, okay. That makes sense. That time, my timing was completely off, but that's fine. Okay, we're gonna get this. I've got a decent sense for how this is supposed to go. Doesn't mean it's going to go well, but I've got a decent sense for how this is supposed to work. That being said, I've completely thrown off my sense in the starting part for some reason. Okay, I'm gonna have a quick drink of water. Like, I feel as if I know what I'm doing. I feel like that I do, but I really don't, do I? Okay, let's give this another attempt. I don't know why my timing keeps getting thrown off. I don't. Like, definitely we don't boost before. It's because I'm needing to wait right at the start. My timing's not always the same. Just think what's going wrong here. Yeah, okay. I think that might be what's throwing me off. Yeah, okay. Okay. I just need to go on instinct. I can't stop to think about this, can I? I just need to instinctively do my jumps, do my dashes, and try not to do that. I don't think I've got very good instincts, I won't lie. Ah well. It's all part of the fun, you know? Okay. Okay, we came close there. I might be meant to go underneath at that point. Hard to say. Hard to say. That time I just walked off the edge because I wasn't paying attention while trying to get a bit closer. Okay. Yeah, no, my timing was not correct there. I don't know how I had that off, but yeah, I wasn't quite right. I walked off the edge again. I need to stop doing that. Is it because I'm not doing as high a jump? Is that what throws off my timing? Yes, that is what throws it off. That time I just missed, but yeah, that was what was throwing off my early timing. It's between me holding and tapping the jump button. That one there, though, slightly throws me off because the timing's different to the ones prior. Okay. This is the end. I just need to make my way over to the other side. Easier said than done, right? No, apparently it's also just done. Now I break through the ceiling, and this takes me to... Okay, this is the last part of this stage. It has to be. However, it throws in my least favourite mechanic from the one prior, which is I need to be able to figure out this guy's timings. Okay, we've got a springboard just there. I was panicking over my stamina, but we had a spring pad to jump on just if I got slightly further than that last time. Yeah. Stamina is definitely a concern here. My biggest concern, I'd say. And boosting off his head threw me off. Don't diagonal boost, just do a standard side dash at that point. So it's fine. I'm learning, apparently. I claim I am, so it might be somewhat true. Yeah, we do need to jump on his head at some point to get my stamina back, it seems. Yeah, don't jump off there, I need to just let myself drop. I really hate this guy chasing after us, because it feels like his patterns aren't always the same, which really does confuse me. Okay, managed to jump off his head there. I think that is where I'm meant to do it. But we also need my stamina. So, yeah, I'm not entirely sure what order of things I'm supposed to do. I got very close to that, like, first, second attempt. I've just been struggling a little since then. Dash directions correct as well. Again, don't diagonal dash, I know this. If I keep telling it to myself, maybe one day I'll listen. Okay, that didn't work out. It's gonna drive me mad, but I can do it. I know I can. Try and maybe speed things up slightly. Yeah, jumping off his head there feels like the right move for getting my stamina. But at the same time, really kind of throws me off. Does that refresh give me extra stamina? I think it might actually. That would somewhat make sense. Okay, got a boost pad there. Damn, jumped into his head. We're doing so well. I hate how he keeps just dashing and it's not always in the same place because of how I get my timings. It really annoys me. I know what I'm supposed to be doing, so it's fine enough. Still, we're on to the next stage, at the very least. Am I able to just walk under this? No, I need to duck to go under. Okay, so let him go past. So I need to make sure he's not about to murder me. I I'm getting impatient because of him trying to dash at me. Is definitely getting the kill. Am I getting to go over the top? Is that better? Somewhat. Like a secret in there? No, there's not going to be a secret. What am I on about? But how am I meant to do that? I need to continually dash. Okay. Okay, that's going to be tricky. Okay. I mean, I managed. That was not something I was expecting to need to do. But it makes sense that it works. This part I'm getting confused at. I think jump up here, dash. Yeah, you need to dash at the right part. Wait for him to spin. You dash through by the street. Damn. That was close, but then I panicked. How best do this? Do I just jump, then dash? Yeah, okay. This one's gonna be tricky though. This is, if I'm remembering, the final part of the A side of the level. This one's gonna be hard. Because, I mean, it will be. It is the final part of the stage, I believe, pretty much. I'm already failing at this first jump. It's not really a vote of confidence, is it? But yeah, we need to mid-air platform ourselves. Which is gonna be weird. I trust enough in myself! I say in an inquisitive tone because I really don't. Oh no. Okay. Okay, you know what? If I just dash quick enough, he can't catch me, right? No. No, that would be inaccurate for me to say that. Because I do steadily lose height. Okay, what kind of pattern can I go with here? Let me see. If I do 2 to the side, then 1 up. Seems to work. Maybe? I don't know. It seems 1 diagonal, 2 to the sides, 1 up. Then I start doing rinse and repeat of that. Seems to be roughly the timing for at least to start this. It can maybe help me with this latter part somewhat. This is just me brute forcing it. There is no strategy here. Despite me saying that there may be some strategy. No, there is not. This is me just brute forcing it. Like, I'm sure there's a better way to get through. That doesn't mean I'm going to take that better way. Damn, got close. Got close. That was like the final diamond. Likely the final part of the level. Okay, panicked there because he's about to dash, but again we came close. So my plan must roughly be working, whatever that plan is. I promise you I have it. It's not the end. I thought that was going to be the... end in this next area. Okay. So we have at least 2 things to activate. Order we would like to go in, go up the top and dash up to it. Then... yeah, drop down the second kind of chute. Like, before that dash diamond. We drop down there, we dash up. Grab onto the wall, climb up, get the dash back. Feels weird to me. No, okay, we climb up this first pillar, dash up to button, we can drop down to the bottom again, get another dash. Or we can go to the dash down. I'll play it through, see what happens. Because I don't entirely know. All I know is I've messed up first. I'm not supposed to use my dash that soon. Yeah, so I can drop down to here. And if I'm careful with my drop, I don't end up destroying the walls. Again, I need to not use my dash to get up. Yeah, so if I do that... I feel dropping down is the right move afterwards. If I drop down to here, there's literally nothing wrong with doing that. It's only a net positive. Okay, so if I then drop down, I can potentially do my dash here. I'm trying to save myself time. This isn't about saving time, it's about getting my timings correct. Yeah, because I really don't like him. He throws off my timings if I'm even slightly different to my time before. Yeah, I like the idea of going down then dashing. It's a case of figuring out how to do that. I like that as an idea. I definitely think that's the way to go. Just need to be careful of it. Try and get him to do his thing, then, yeah. Drop down, dash up, I think is what I would like to do for my approach. I don't know if it's the most conventional approach. But, yeah, doing that feels correct to me. We don't need that dash diamond or gem or whatever we're calling them. Did need to get my timing correct though, so I did mildly get kind of offset at the start. Messed up that jump and grab, so start again. We're fine. We're fine. If I just make my way up here, actually drop all the way down rather than grabbing onto that wall, I think might give me a slightly better bit of leeway to work with. Yeah, that gives me a reason to grab that gem. Because that does give me my stamina back. Let's see. If I wait for a moment after falling down, I think I can get him to do his dash at a more opportune time. Yeah, grab that, grab the wall, down we go. We're at the end. I mean, we still need to do this, which... That's springboards, which appear in time of beat. I thought that was just a platform immediately, but no. I just noticed after actually getting over there. How best to do this? We do have the opportunity to stop in the middle. I think doing something like this probably is the best way. Yeah, I think I like that as a movement. I need to figure out my timing though. It's just disappeared. Go now? Too soon, okay. Go when it's just about to reappear then. No? Okay, that didn't work either. You know what, just grab that. Grab onto the wall. Okay, that did not work. Try and position myself correctly. Yeah, that's the case of being able to do that. Okay. I can do this. I feel this is eminently doable. seem to be able to time this. Yeah, that was pretty much spot on if I got the direction of my dash correct. There we go. Bam. We did it. We got the red heart. I'm happy with that. But yeah, before we go on to the next stage, I'm thinking... yeah, we might want to go back to the second level chapter. I mean, we call it chapters, and that's a lot of deaths. Did it, bro? Yeah, we want to go back to the second chapter, bro. And figure out where we find that heart. We have to play through the whole chapter to find it. Is it worth finding? Thing is, I don't actually know where it would be. The heart for the first one was a puzzle. Heart for the second one was not really a puzzle. It was kind of just there. I had to figure out like how to get to it, but it wasn't hidden. So I just need to keep an eye out for literally anything. That could be like a hidden wall, perhaps. I think this is a stage that introduced hidden walls, isn't it? First though, let me go down here. I don't die, I'll be happy, and... oh no, you're putting points into Femboy Friday. Reminds me that I still need to reactivate the one for the shark outfit Sunday, don't I? Would you like me to get that sorted now before we continue any further, so you can also get me closer to being inside the shark outfit again? Or is that not something that you really care for? So I could definitely get that sorted just now, if you would like. Because yeah, we're about to have a cutscene anyway. Right? Yeah, a lot happens. Give me a moment. I can get a picture as well. Same picture as last time, I'd imagine. I'll give it. Unless did I lose my emotes folder? I may have. Not here. Give me a moment. Just need to get all the preview images chosen. Yeah, because I meant to re-add this. There we go. Yep, we now have that set up again. Lovely. We have both challenges set up for channel points. So if you want me in either outfit, you now have a chance to. But yeah, where would we need to go to get the blue heart? It was just visible inside the third chapter. It wouldn't be here, surely. Like, there's lots of hidden stuff, but I've already gotten all the strawberries and everything. So where would it be? I mean, that patch of dirt's mildly suspicious, but I doubt that's anything. Yeah. Where would the... It's a blue heart, isn't it? For the normal stage. Where would it be? We've got all the strawberries. We have this bit over here is a little bit peculiar. Not anything to actually do though. So what am I supposed to be getting up to? Where would this blue heart be? So I don't even know which section of the level it's in. Like, we've got a tiny hole down underneath this box. Did I find that before? Yeah, that's what I found before. Apparently I also need to just retrace my steps again to get back to there. That's fine. That's fine. So yeah, if it's not there, we've got strawberry from that part. It's not inside of this room. Yeah, it's a strawberry over there, no hidden areas. So where am I supposed to go? Somewhere there exists a secret. But where is the secret? Not like inside the snow pile, no. I don't get like a marker in the pause menu, do I? No, I don't. So where would it be? I mean, there's a small bit of green up there. It's the only kind of foliage I have seen on this mountain. Not anything to do with that, apparently, but yeah. Got fire. Nothing like hidden off to the side over there. Would be something to do with the fire, would it? Like, you just crouch down next to it for a while? Doesn't seem so. Dashing into it doesn't do anything. I want to say there's something by that lantern. I'm looking for a secret. There is somewhere in this chapter 2 a heart that I've missed. It's one of the more hidden away secrets than strawberries. At least, they seem to be. I don't know where I'm supposed to go for. Because I hadn't seen anything which looked kind of secrety at all as I went through the level before, but to be fair, I wasn't really looking out for any secrets. Like, we've got the strawberries. We don't need to care for the strawberries though, do we? We've already gotten them. So yeah, what am I supposed to do? I mean, I guess just progress the level. I've not spotted anything in this first stage. I know how to do these rooms. I've done them before a lot of times. I could just progress as a thing. Like, I'm not going to spend too long. I'll go maybe another 10 minutes checking over the level. Because, yeah. We've completed this level before. We're not discovering anything particularly new. It's just somewhere I have missed something. Not a clue what that thing is. I've missed something somewhere. There's a lot of talking. Okay. Back to the level proper. No secrets in that room that I can see. Any secrets here? Got a strawberry, but apart from that, no. Like, nothing in there. Just keeping an eye out. Got another strawberry, which you've already got in the past. Where would the heart be? Not like a secret in the floor, is there? I'm just not entirely sure where it could be. Because there's nothing that immediately comes to mind as, oh yeah, that was where the heart was. So it can't be something massively obvious. I mean, it could be, and I'm just completely blind. But I hope it's not something massively obvious. Like, my guess would be it's something to do with that platform out there. Because I do think there was something I could do to get outside, right? Is it by going through that way? Let's check. Because I need to be able to make my way up top to get back to the previous room, I think. Okay, yeah, this is a tricky jump. I know I've done it before, so it can't be that bad. There we go. Is a strawberry for now. Do we have something else maybe up here? This is the most out of the way place I can think of. Where would the heart be? I could just Google it, but that feels like cheating, right? It's not just me, it feels Googling the answer isn't the theorist, right? Yeah, I feel that room there is definitely the most out of the way. I could see that being where the heart is, unless there is the down here area. Anything actually down? Just my death. Okay. I haven't been to that part of the screen before. I don't think there's any good reason to go down. I'm glad I was proved correct, however. Yeah, nothing else hidden in that part. Where would this part be? I'm going through the whole level, properly keeping an eye out. That ice block with the spikes somewhat stands out. I think there's a couple of them down there, so it might just be set pressing. But yeah, that block there, and the one immediately beneath me from where I died. Yeah, I doubt I can get to that one, so I'm gonna scratch that off the list. Okay, not anything around here as far as I can tell. Oh, that's me dead. Brilliant. Yeah, there's not any weird secrets that I'm spotting. If I jump down here and just go straight... No, that doesn't somehow activate a secret. I hadn't thought it would, but it's worth checking, because... I mean, I'm willing to check about anything, honestly. Down here, that bit of ice looks a bit suspicious. Not anything there though. Anything like in these walls? There's kind of up here. I could see there maybe being something. No. Now we're just outside at the end. She's disappeared. If I go back, does something happen? No? Yeah, that's just at the end of the stage now. I didn't think there to be anything this far forward in the stage. As far as secrets go, I feel I'm kind of past the areas where secrets would be. Evil ones follow my exact movements with delay. Yes, that is exactly what we do. Not anything hidden up there. Anything hidden, like, underneath these? My death, apparently. As you'd kind of expect, honestly. Yeah, no, I think dashing blindly into those doesn't help. Like, there's something above and below this one. But I've gone through those before. I remember that I have. That one's just a strawberry. Strawberries aren't anything special. At least... not when I've already got them. This one was also a strawberry? Yeah. Nothing hidden in here. Where else could there be something hidden? I mean, there's this area here, has dirt. A little suspicious, I guess. But there's not going to just be a heart in there. Yeah, now this is the end of the level. Where is that heart? I feel I went through everything. Yeah, I've added more deaths in. That's fair enough. There weren't any, like, side areas that I missed, I don't think. So while I don't like doing it, I think I will actually Google this. Because otherwise it's gonna kind of frustrate me. Celeste, Chapter 2. Art. Okay. I hate going to these, like, guide websites, so I've got so many ads everywhere. I mean, I don't think my heart was in my chest all this time, because I feel I'm not going to just rip it out every level. That feels incorrect. Okay. Crystal Heart in this chapter is located in Chapter 2's first sub-chapter. Whatever that means. Sub-chapter start. In theory, this should be quite easy to locate. It's being 2 screens up from the starting screen. Ah, okay, so I need to exploit a mechanic to get there. Mechanic I already know how to exploit, but wouldn't have immediately guessed that's what I need to do. Apparently there's not really anything telling you that's what you're meant to do. So yeah, exploits. Fair enough. Yeah, I need to go up there. If you see that kind of wall. Maybe a tricky one to get up to. There we go. Now I just climb up. This feels like cheating. This is cheating, damn it. There we go, though. I never would have guessed that. I feel that was the way to figure out what to do, because I had no idea it was there. If I had some kind of clue, yeah, I could have made my way to that easily enough. I would have figured it out. I wouldn't have thought I had to go that high up to get that damned heart. Like, that's so far out of the way. Were there any clues? I don't think there was. But oh well. Into the next chapter, because we're like an hour in almost. One energy in a pinch, try jumping away from walls. Lovely. I had figured that out. I appreciate it telling me. Now we've got bouncy clouds. Like big bounce clouds? Yeah, you get a big old boost. Cool, but what happens if I go down? Just death? Just death. Alright. I thought maybe there'd be a secret of some kind. Very clearly no. Very, very clearly no. Maybe some kind of secret up the way, but I've got a weird bubble. What does this do? I don't know what that does. Bit weird though, isn't it? What does this do? I mean, I need to dash to get into it. And then push a direction and it boosts me in that direction. And then get my dash back. Okay. I think I get this level. Bit of a weird one. Hello, bird. Is he trying to tell me something? Because I scared him off without any real remorse. But normally they do give me a tutorial. However, I do see there are hearts drawn on the walls. So, I don't know. My guess is that bird was trying to tell me something, but I just don't think he's going to come back to tell me it again. Which is a bit of a shame, but fairly deserved by me. And It's the woman again, from earlier. One who laughed at me for not being able to cross her very dangerous bridge. Hello. Oh great, you again. Well, well, I didn't expect to see you up here. I'm glad you're still in one piece. I see you made it through the hotel. Did you meet Mr. Oshiro? Oh, I met him alright. Chased me out of there, after I claimed a bunch of junk for him. Oh, that sounds like a fun morning. Oshiro is a lost soul, dear. The place is much more than just a hotel to him. Don't make him your project. You know what I think? I think this mountain drove both of you crazy. You know, you're the first person to say that. Maybe you're right. How would I know if I were crazy? The way I see it, the mountain can't bring out anything that isn't already in you. You got to be a few crows short of a murder to live up here in the first place, right? That is a nice thing, I like that. What are you even talking about? Oh, I'm just rambling like the old bat I am. You ready to give up? I know a shortcut back to your car. Back off, lady. I'm heading for the summit. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference between stubbornness and determination, isn't it? Ready with myself when I was young. Good luck, and mind the wind. So we need to worry about wind in this level. Got it. Still gonna look for, like, secret hearts, though. Because somewhere, there will exist a secret heart. And... is that the Canadian flag? We're not in Canada, are we? I'm not the best of flags, but I think that may have been the Canadian flag, and now I'm quite concerned. So if that's the Canadian flag, that means we're in Canada. And, I mean... I don't know if that's necessarily supposed to be a bad thing, but I don't think there's anything good that I can think of that would just come from me being in Canada. Right? Okay, so these bubbles destroy the walls. Got it. They also refresh my dashes, I have noticed. There we go. We're getting plenty of strawberries. I just don't entirely know where we're supposed to be going. And pink clouds disappear. Worth being aware of. That's a platform that collapses. That's a strawberry. Yeah, we're doing quite well so far. Anything down, or is it just death? Looks like just death, probably, but I'll try jumping. We've got moving platforms. Probably one of the kinder platforms we've been shown so far. So it's not immediately trying to kill me off. And yeah, nothing down there. Got it. So it just wants me to be climbing on these. Fair enough. I can do that. Not immediately well, but I can do it. I promise, somehow. Okay, how do I actually get back over there once I've fallen down? I'm not actually giving that any thought until just now. But that's how, apparently. Brilliant. I need to go up, grab these. Climb up, jump down. There we go. Something's definitely hidden inside that block, and it's a strawberry. Fair enough. I didn't expect a heart, so that's fine. Okay, there's definitely something up there if I go up and to the right. Or, sorry, up and to the left. We're trying to go up to the right. So I was going to say, if rather than doing that. And Okay, I need to actually pay attention to me doing these jumps again, don't I? Yeah, thought there'd be something. Gather the piss droplets. Ah, yes. The classic challenge, you know? As soon as I grab it first, the wind starts blowing. So yeah, we need to go about in this kind of a direction. Get a boost from that. I apparently touched the ground. That's a shame. Thought I was doing well, but I didn't mean to touch the ground there. Okay, drop down. Nope. Okay, so we need to do all of these without actually landing on the ground. Boost pads are all good. And they also refresh my stamina. There we go. Almost managed there. Almost. We can get this. Oh yeah, I can't land up there either. That counts as ground. I don't know how I didn't think of that, but yeah, it makes sense. Ground does count as ground. Also, apparently got quite a few people watching, so hello to everyone, if you haven't said hello in chat. I do hope you're enjoying. I'm trying to think, how did I get to that last one easily, without touching the ground? I need to have an extra boost there, don't I? Meaning if I do this, jump back, get another boost. Nope, that did not work. That it seems like the right move, though. I'm happy to continue trying that. Yeah, that feels about correct to me. There we go. Oh, and you want a sip? I shall do a sip for you. And immediately putting points into Femboy Friday as well. But yeah, hello. Good to see you. Don't recognise the name. Don't feel like you need to be, like, vocal or anything if you don't want to. If you want to just lurk, that's fine by me. I was wanting to say hello to people, is all I was doing. But yeah, how best we do this? I don't know, this is going to be a tricky one. So I jump over to there, I need to then jump in. And then I assume need to wall jump back at the right time? Yeah, no, definitely went too far there. Get my timings correct. Yeah, that feels roughly correct. That time definitely didn't. I need to stop just chucking myself into pits for no good reason. It's not good for my life expectancy, I would think. Yeah, how best I actually do this? Well, you've been following for a bit. You remember watching me before, so you've just been lurking. Ah, fair enough. Fair enough. Potentially you followed me from the Ludwig raid or something? Because that happened not this last Christmas, it's Christmas before when I was doing a charity stream. I think that's where most of the people who don't recognise me but are followed come from. So that would be my immediate guess. Yeah, I do hope you're doing well. Even if you don't know where I came from. I mean, hopefully enjoy. And if that does make sense, that's probably what happened. If I say I was dressed in the maid outfit and played Super Auto Pets, would that help make a connection? Because that is what Ludwig wanted me to do when he came by. So perhaps that would help you remember a bit? I don't know. Oh god, that's going to be a tricky jump, isn't it? Okay. She's been following December 18th, 2020. Yeah, that pretty much matches exactly when I would have been doing that. So I think we figured out when you started following me. I don't think I just randomly appeared, which is good because I have in the past been randomly followed to people on Twitch after being given a subscription to them through a gift, despite not having watched these people before, which feels odd. I don't know how that happened. That was quite a few years back, but yeah, that was an interesting thing for Twitch to do. It wasn't even a channel I would even remotely care about. It's some kind of fitness channel, and I mean, I'm a coding student. I don't do fitness. I sit at a computer looking half like a skeleton, you know? Convenient way of claiming I've never watched Amaranth. I mean, have you watched Amaranth? I think I can picture who Amaranth is. I don't actually know off the top of my head. Like, I don't keep up to date with all the Twitch stuff, so chances are I am just not going to know half of these people if you ever mention it, even if they are quite big. Although I do know this, like, Converix guy on Twitch. He's a good guy. You should give him a follow as well. And then just talk to him about loot boxes. Yeah, we're up to 8 viewers, Christ. Who's watching this? I'm just failing at platforming. Ah well. I'm having fun. Hopefully you are as well. Wait, 7 TV emotes. I do think I added them, right? I'm pretty sure I did. Right? Did I add the 7 TV emotes? I'm almost certain I went out of my way one evening to do this. Like, they are brilliant. Okay. Because I don't know what ones people actually want, and I don't know what ones I put on when I set it up. But if anyone has like a 7 TV emote they want me to add on, do let me know. Because I'm happy to just add any old nonsense to the channel. It's how we got a lot of the kind of stupid stuff in the channel. It's all good fun. It may be stupid stuff, but it's all fun. Like who? I mean, yeah. What more could you go for, you know? It's just logical. Also, the wind's on and off. Okay. So it's not constantly on. It's not constantly off. So I need to be able to time this correctly. How best do I do this? In the case of wall jump while the wind's blowing to conserve stamina. Then do that. Yeah, that does seem to be it. Okay. Conserve stamina by wall jumping while the wind is blowing. Bit of a weird way to climb. But okay. Then hold for a second, and then... Yeah, we do need that wind to get back. Let's hold for a little longer and... Oh, there we go. There we go. And up top we are. Anything hidden up top? Possibly. This feels like a kind of hidden area. There's a strawberry. There's also a... Is that like an exit sign block now? We've had traffic lights. What the hell's an exit sign block? That moves. I guess it provides an exit of sorts. That kind of makes sense. Try not to jump onto the spikes though as it's going past. I can see what I'm meant to do here. Just need to figure out how to actually do it. There we go. And out we get with our new strawberry. Lovely stuff. We can't go down there. That's a way out. Okay. So there's a lot of kind of side areas here, seemingly, and... Is that closed up? That feels unfair, but okay. Activating this, and... If I hold up, it moves. Does it go down as well? It does. How peculiar. Okay. That's interesting. I guess it makes sense. And I can see what I meant to do. I meant to get it to the right kind of level to go through there. Then I need to make it go down immediately. Yeah, that does help if I don't let my cranium get caved in by the ceiling. Yeah. Definitely something I should try and avoid. Okay, so they have the weird little lines on them. That seems to be what makes them the ones which allow you to control them. Like, when I say weird lines, let me show you. You see how it's got thick edges to it? Like, with the multiple C's. Those thick blue... Not blue, kind of purpley blue? What colour would you call that? I'm gonna go with blue. Those thicker lines at the side show that you get to control which direction it goes in as it moves. So we now know the difference between different types of block, which is good. Also just need to make my way down. There we go. And yeah, this would be the part of the strawberry I'd seen earlier that I hadn't been able to get to, right? I'd imagine so. It's not the easiest to actually maneuver, though, is it? Okay. Is it a case of just hoping for best? Largely. There we go. Hoping for the best worked. Hoping for best somehow did pan out. Yeah, we've now done both of those routes. Anything else, like, hidden up here? Got the obvious way forward with the sign and the one-way platform. Instead, let's go up. Go. Anything like hidden up there? No, there's not. It's just my death that waits below me if I go up there. Okay. Go for this way. Ah, no, it wants me to go to a new area. Don't do that, because I don't know if I'll be able to get back up that way. Instead... Like, there wasn't even anything over that way. I didn't have to get myself, like, mildly dead. Like, it's not permanently dead. It's only mild, you know? And... Okay, that one was entirely on me. That's fine. That one was entirely on me. Okay. Down we go. We get a strawberry. And we get out at this side. Lovely. Okay. New part has been done. We want to go up here. Gets us to... Where the hell does this want me to go? And I can see there's definitely something hidden up that way. Inside the water. It wouldn't let me pan the camera this far to the top corner otherwise. Okay. But what would I actually need to do in this room? I didn't pay attention. I need... Get on that first wall, jump over it, jump the next one, go up and to the right, jump down, go to the top, jump onto the one that then takes me back. Got it. That doesn't make any sense to you, don't worry. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me either. Here we go. Perfect. See? Couldn't have gone better if I'd done it myself, which I did. So. Alright, that means last path is over here. Which, where am I meant to go? Presumably shove that down. I need to jump over the top ones, right? Yeah, we've got another hidden, either strawberry or something else. Yeah, because I need to be able to dash into that. So if I get to the end, then go down. There we go. For now, that is the harder of the two strawberries. Now we go back for the easier of the two. That's fine. Perfect. 2 extra strawberries. Do we have any more in this area? Doesn't tell us until we beat the level. Fair enough. In that case, how do we just do this? Because this one does get to move. Okay, nothing special, but I'd imagine that might be what I need to get all the way up to the top and then continue on with the stage. So let's quickly just do this. There we go. There we go. Yeah, to the secret, which I definitely know exists. And I mean, that looks like a collapsible wall if I've ever seen one. And okay, got like a Super Mario block, and that's hard. Now, can I do anything with this? Like hold down? Like, no? I mean, there's little like sprites of me crouching in like a position here. And inside of crystals. So it's trying to tell me to crouch to do something. But what exactly am I meant to crouch to do? Is it like right at the very edge I need to crouch? Is this like a reference to... Wait, what? I mean, I don't know if it's a reference to something, but... What? What's going on? Why am I on like the background scenery? I'm assuming that's a reference to a Mario thing. I don't know. But hooray! I got the blue heart. I'm amazed I spotted those little things crouching though. In like the crystal or rock next to that. I guess I actually do have some level of perception. I'm amazed. I'm kinda known for my lack of perception a lot of the time. Also, how the hell do you do this? Is it a case of just jump over here? And then bring this up? This, okay. Got spikes on the top. So what am I meant to do? I can go up to here, obviously. Go up to here. Jump over, and then I need to save my dash. I need to be able to jump back onto this first block. Is what I'm thinking. It's a tricky one to jump onto though, especially if the spike's on top. I'm very hesitant to try and jump onto it. I feel that's the way to go though, isn't it? It has to be. Yeah, if I jump too far, that's definitely not good for my life expectancy. Okay. It's just a case of kind of getting this timing correct, I guess. This feels kind of forced, unless if I conserve momentum. I do, I can just do that jump there. I was making that a lot more difficult than I had to. Well, that being said, I need to make this level difficult. So I feel I don't have to do anything particularly difficult here, except, yeah, at that end point, I need that block. Got it. I need to get on top so I can make it go down. Okay. Okay. That's fair enough. So I need to get onto the block, climb on top of it, make it go down, make it go up, make it go down again, and just wait for it. No. Okay. I need to get onto the front of that block, don't I? Okay, bring it back up, bring it down. Okay, yeah, no, that might have worked if I'd actually managed to get off the block in time. This is fine. I roughly know what I'm doing. There we go. There we go. And we're at a checkpoint as well. Lovely. Anything hidden? Of course for us. Ah, this one I need to be able to get to without using my dash. Which would mean I need to be able to, yeah, jump up to here. And then, am I not affected by wind them on that wall? No, I must be. So I need to be able to jump higher up to that little ledge. It's the only way I can see this working. Unless it's a case of dash when next to it, it is. It's not a case of go into it from, like, no dashes. It's a case of dash at the right time to get it. Fair enough. How would I get back? I mean, I can do that. Somehow. I don't know how I managed that. I did. And I'm not gonna complain. That almost makes me look like I know what I'm doing. I'm happy with that. I went much better, I think it should have. Yeah, I can get that strawberry, but I don't know how to get back after having got it. Yeah, if I crouch, I can stay still, so that's nice. My thought is I need to drop down to that strawberry from above, then dash to survive. Easier said than done. Because, yeah, I need to be able to figure out how to actually get to this above part. Because the wind doesn't stop. It just consistently gets in my way. Okay, there we go. No, that wasn't good enough. Okay. So if that wasn't good enough, what next? Yeah, I'm not entirely sure how the best this is supposed to work. Definitely do manage to get to the strawberry thing. What the hell am I meant to do after? That bubble wouldn't have anything to do with it, right? My thought is I drop down and immediately dash up. But that's not enough. That is clearly not enough. So maybe that bubble does have something to do with it. Yeah, that feels like it'll get me the momentum I need if I keep that momentum going. So get the bubble to dash towards the strawberry. That gets me another dash to then escape away from it. I can't want to get. Especially that big old wall of spikes. Yeah, that's definitely a way to go. It's just kind of tricky to get my positioning right. And it's also hard to get my dash direction right. That's the main part I'm struggling with. I don't know why I'm struggling so much with it though. I feel I'm pressing the right direction most of the time. Yeah, off I go. Fine. I could possibly do that without the bubble, but I think the bubble definitely gives me the boost I need. Yeah, we got the strawberry. Alright, that's fine. That's less fine. Look, it's all good. We got the strawberry. I don't want anyone making fun of me for immediately dying after, but still, we got the strawberry. Yeah, just make my way up. Then climb down. Make my way over. We're all good. We've already gotten the blue heart, so I don't need to be on the lookout for anything particularly secret. This isn't really the level to hide stuff out of plain sight, seemingly. There's been like a few things in like breakable blocks, but I wouldn't say that counts as hiding it out of plain sight because they're very obvious, most of these blocks. There we go, we are doing well. It's the question of where next. So we go into here, we go up. No, that doesn't feel right. Go into here, go up, dash again? No, that does seem correct. So go down, dash into here. Okay. Next we need to get to the front of this block. So dash forwards and just pray. Yeah. Then we get the strawberry. Then we question what we do with the strawberry. What do we do afterwards? That doesn't feel like a reasonable kind of jump to make back. Am I able to get there slightly sooner without dashing or something? I don't know. If I don't do a dash, I feel that would be doable. That means, though, I need to be able to do this to get my dash back. Okay. I think that's what I need to do. That makes sense. Feels a bit iffy doing it, but the game's had me exploit dash functions and stuff before, so I'm not going to question it if that's what it wants me to do. Yeah, just make my way up. We are fine. Still surprisingly got people watching. I mean, I'm not being the most competent at this, so I'm just amazed there's still people wanting to see me attempt to do this. Well, to be fair, I guess I am trying to go for like 100% completion, so I mean, potentially it's interesting to watch for that. Yeah, I've got my boost this time. So if I drop down here, do a jump, I think I can do that. I think I got close enough if that's feasible. It's gonna be tricky though. I don't entirely know where to do my jumping off the wall from. It does feel correct to me. Is that a case of maybe just dropping instead? Because that felt very close. That felt extremely close. I can maybe live with that. That one I think could be the move. Instead just let myself drop rather than trying to get the extra momentum. Just need to make my way back to there first, however. There we go. Okay. Get in the bubble. Drop off. Get up to here. Just drop down. Dash up in diagonal. There we go. Got the strawberry. I'm happy. Okay, what am I meant to do in this? There's a lot of different areas. If I want, I can climb up to here. Then go to there. I'd imagine I then need to use my dash. Then to do this. Okay. Okay, yeah, no, I think that about worked. Apologies for, like, the really boring commentary just there, but... This is doable. It's just a bunch of moving blocks. If there's one thing I know about, it's moving objects. It's like I always say. I don't ever say that, but it's like I always say. Okay, so I'm able to get here fine. And I guess I'm able to get back fine. Well, that was an easier strawberry than I thought. I immediately thought that win would be horrific to manage. I know, I'm doing relatively okay. Just need to go over here, grab that, then I need to grab the other block underneath. Okay. How best I do that? Can I grab that block by doing a little jump, maybe? Maybe by doing a jump. Let me see. If I try and drop down correctly. Nope, that immediately isn't working very well. I feel it's got to be the right way, right? No, I'm definitely going to need to grab onto it. How did I do this? It's a case of dashing onto it in a second, perhaps. So I could definitely dash onto it, perhaps, while it's moving. Also, it has a moment before it actually starts to do anything. So if I do... Okay, yeah. Climb onto the far wall. After I get to this side. Climb down, do a jump, grab again, make my way up. Got it. Okay, I know the order of what I need to do this time. There we go. Got the strawberry, and we've got our way out. Next, I think we got the ability to move this next block up and down. Let me just quickly get on top of it. Shit, below there? No. It's not gonna go above, is it? It's not gonna gap. I mean, I feel like I need it. Yeah, what the hell do I do with this? I mean, I guess we make that one fall down. We then come back. So it does reappear. Feels like an odd way to do an intended solution. I guess I won't question it. And now I just need to make my way back again. That feels wrong. I don't think I can make my way back quick enough for it. So in that case, I need to race against it. There we go. Okay, that felt a lot more intended than what I was trying to do. That feels a bit mean, that the wind cut out. I wasn't aware of that. Okay. So I do need to do my dash immediately. Let's make my way up. Now I go down. Make my way over. And bam, we are fine. Next, I don't know what's going on here. Give it a go anyway. Okay. So jump when the wind's not. I definitely need to be on this when the wind starts to be. How did I get that strawberry? That strawberry seems in the most, like, dangerous place they could reasonably put it. So there must be a reasonable way out to actually safely come back with it, right? I could potentially dash back onto the bubble. That's interesting. Ah, hello, Lunaria. Good to see a new person. I do hope you're having a good day. I'm just busy trying to figure out how to get these strawberries and how to do basic platforming. So just the usual, you know, for a Monday afternoon. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to get this strawberry right now. And I think that seemed like a good way to do it. I'm glad to hear you're doing well. I'm glad to hear you're doing well. Need to try and figure this out. Ah, you're doing some Celeste speedrunning. Well, I'm accidentally finding some Celeste secrets, apparently. That was unexpected. I thought I was about to die, but I apparently just found something secret. So I'm happy. Let's get the Scottish record in all C-sides. Wait, there's another side other than B-sides? Oh no. I don't like that bit of information I have just learnt. Oh dear. I was just going for like 100% because I thought it was just some tricky levels and the B-sides were where it stopped. I don't want to do anything harder than the B-side. Those things are devilish. Oh no. Look, I'm just gonna pretend I don't know they exist and just not do them if I ever find them. It's fine. Stuff beyond C-sides and mods. Yeah, I did see there's modded stuff for the game. I hadn't really paid any attention to that though, because... I mean, I'd imagine it's a bunch of, like, levels, isn't it? Just tricky platforming. It's not going to be new mechanics, right? I mean, it could be. I don't know what the kind of editor is for modding stuff, because if people are making new levels, clearly there's an editor of some kind, right? When you make mods. There's not always new mechanics, but that does mean sometimes there are. That's interesting. Like, I've always wanted to try and get into modding because I'm doing a games programming course. So I'm kind of close to it anyway in what I'm busy doing at university. But it's just so much time you need to put in for things that might not even be seen by anyone. I have a huge amount of respect for people who make mods. So honestly, like, great work, whatever kind of mods you make. I appreciate you offering to help. I'll maybe take it up on you sometime. Because if I take you up on it, that means I need to have the time to actually do it, so it'll probably be during the summer. Because I have the next week kind of on holiday from university for the Easter holidays. But yeah, I don't entirely know if I'll have time after that to really continue. But I do appreciate you offering. Like, I definitely might take you up on that sometime, because, like, modding's always been an interesting thing, because there just seems to be so much people doing with it. It amazes me just how much they can get done. What breaking that rock do? I don't know, but it seems like there's a gap in the ceiling here. Yeah, if you do want to, like, help me at some point, or like, be there so I can reach out to you easily, joining the Discord is definitely the best way for that, because... I mean, unless you regularly intend to come back to the channel, I will likely not be able to find you anywhere. Yeah, props to you for doing modding. Like, genuinely. It's not an easy thing to do. And, I mean, you don't get paid for it at all. So... you and your friends meet up on your houses and you mod together. Ah, fair enough. Kind of like a LAN session modding. Sounds interesting. I mean, if you say you're going for a Scottish record, whereabouts are you from, out of curiosity? I'm from around Dundee myself. Currently going to Aberdeen. Okay, I can do this, hopefully. It's gonna be a tricky one to do. If I jump over to there. Okay, yeah, I feel that's doable. I feel that's doable. Okay, do not do that once you get in the bubble. That is... it's not the way to do this. But yeah, we're getting close. We're getting close. We activated the furthest block so far. So... it's a case of actually not landing on the spikes on him. I will manage eventually. Maybe. Hopefully. I promise. I don't promise. But I'm stubborn if nothing else, so there's a good chance I will get to the end of this at some point. Oh, that feels wrong. Okay. Okay, let me look at the level again. How do I do this part? Not exact. Well, not exactly particularly old. Learning skill, doesn't exactly need money, work or anything. I mean, fair enough. I mean, definitely, it's a worthwhile thing to, look into, because getting some basic skills down definitely helps. Like, I know for the games course at my university at Abertay, really good games courses here, apparently. Some of the best in Europe as far as, like, companies and that are concerned. From what I understand, like, the game design, you need to have a lot more of a portfolio to get a job. So there's a lot of people going into that industry. So if it's something you're interested in or plan to get into, definitely, yeah, getting a head start to it, being able to have the ability to say, oh yeah, I know how to do this and that. I have experience doing this. And having something you can actually show for it, really important to do. Games programming, which I would imagine is somewhat closer to some parts of modding. I don't know entirely how the tools work. But with programming, I think there's a lot more jobs on the go. You're able to get a job a lot more easily out of university and other education. Just because there's always people looking for programmers. Whether it's necessarily for games, well, just need to hope that that's the case. Because we've got tons of games companies in Scotland. Like, we have... there's Rockstar, we've got Ubisoft down in England, it's not quite Scotland. We've got Ninja Kiwi, guys who made Bloons Tower Defense, they're here in Dundee. There's just tons of places. Programming is part of all of it. Yeah, I don't know entirely how the tools work though. Is it done in Unity? Or is it like a standalone editor? Because I'm genuinely curious. I've not looked into modding at all. So I don't know how it all works. Oh, so I need to get the other side of that. Just need to figure out how I do this. My guess is I need to get to the other side of that block. So I can jump off into there. How do I do that? I definitely need my dash there, right? Or maybe not. If I jump off while it's still moving. Oh, I get quite a bit of distance. Okay. I hadn't considered that. I mean, yeah, movement's definitely a thing. Standalone editor called... Okay. Fair enough. So... that definitely sounds like... it's going to use a base programming language of some kind. So there's no need to really worry about that being a completely standalone skill you'd be learning. But yeah, that does sound interesting. Part you do is the gameplay, art and music. Coding part is something you're not competent enough at. I mean, fair enough. Like, I also have a lot of respect for artists, because, I mean, while I can use Microsoft Paint like no man's business, yeah, it's not particularly a great skill to have. Yeah, art's what makes something really come together. Same with gameplay. Having something feeling fluid and looking just polished, that's what sells something a lot more than the coding. You can have a kind of buggy game, and so long as it looks and feels good, it can be fine. Like, look at Goat Simulator, for instance. Really successful game as far as, like, the sandbox physicsy games go, I believe. Yet, that's not a very competent game programming-wise, I wouldn't think. So programming really isn't everything. Which feels a bit weird for me to be saying, seeing as I'm doing a programming course, but still. Like, the art and gameplay are a lot more important in my mind for, like, a general consumer point of view. I mean, of course, you need to be able to have programmers to back everything up. Like, with my project I'm currently doing at university, we're doing a kind of text adventure thing, where it's kind of point and click, Phoenix Wright detective, is maybe the best way to explain it. Programming wise, no one's going to see anything I've actually programmed in the final product, because you won't know what the programming does. But I made a tool so that people can, like, use a graph to plan out the dialogue, and a lot more of a visual sense rather than having to manually code in what does what at each stage. It's something very important, but without the art and stuff, that's not going to do anything. Which is why I always give a lot of props to people who do art and like do it well. Because I mean, you have all sorts of people who claim they do art as well, but are generally quite bad at it, I've seen on the course. Like, I don't say that as they can't do art, I say it as they can do art really well in one way. But then as soon as they need to do it in a different way, different to what we're used to, they can't adapt. It's something you see a lot. I definitely think pixel art in that sense is most versatile, because I don't think you're ever going to have a case where pixel art's not going to work for a game at all. Like, you could argue it doesn't work very well in some games. For example, doing a Call of Duty game, you can't really do pixel art. At the same time, I mean, look at old Doom games and stuff, and if you make a essentially Doom clone made to have that style, that pixel art, bam, immediately relevant in a first-person shooter. Like, there's a lot of things which become a lot more versatile than other things. Symbols programmed depending on the person. A lot of people get too attached to their code. Yeah, I don't know why you'd get that annoyed over code. Personally, I think if someone sees a way to do code that you've done better, I mean, props to them. They've put in work to figure out how to improve what you've done. They've clearly understood your code because you made it well enough for them to be able to understand it. That's not something you should ever burn bridges with, I don't think. That seems a bit much. Yeah, if you do want people to like talk to about like industry stuff, like I'm currently in university. Convex in the chat. What exact position are you in? Are you in a QA position, was it? I'm trying to remember what you said, Convex, but you're in something of the sort, and you do a bunch of art stuff. I know that. So honestly, if you have any questions for two of us, like, go ahead. I'd imagine, like, Convex is also happy to serve, like, questions. DevTools QA. Ah, fair, fair. Is that just, like, working out how tools work for just, like, a standard person trying to make use of it, rather than the person who's specialised and made the tool, I'd imagine? Or is that more like a kind of mechanic QA testing part? Just figuring out, like, are the things they're making... Okay, how SDK works. Fair enough. Sadly, not as exciting as working out how GDK works. I'd imagine that'd be a lot more fun testing. GDK, I've not had it in ages. Delicious. It really is. I'm able to do a bit of programming, not that much. I mean, fair enough. But what on earth are you saying, Convex? You having a stroke? Are you okay? I know what you're saying, but yeah. What the hell? It's a terrible joke. I love it, but it's a terrible joke. Okay, what am I doing wrong here? I feel the wind's too strong for me to make this all in the one second. I'll be chatting a sec. Let's let myself die. You know, to be able to fix something if it goes a bit wrong. I mean, yeah, having that kind of knowledge, perfectly fine. So long as you're not looking at code and thinking to yourself, you don't know what anything is, then I say you're fine enough. Like that, as a baseline, means you can see what someone's done. And, like in a kind of QA testing sense, you can say what's going wrong. You can dash forward when touching the block. Yeah, I do that, and that does help, yes. That would maybe be what I needed. Yeah, that definitely was what I needed. Brilliant. Thank you very much. Okay, dash over bot. It's not activated. I mean, I could have possibly dashed over the block. That would have also potentially worked. But I can't go back to test that now. But, I mean, regardless, I've managed. Would I be able to do any exploits at the side of the stream? No, or not. Got snowballs. Okay, that's not a bubble. I thought that was a bubble. That's not a bubble. That is imminent death. Practically the same thing, you know? Like, if I talk about kids playing with bubbles, I'm talking about kids facing near imminent death. You know? We're not, like, using one of these bubble wands or anything like that. Also got a strawberry up there. I got distracted and fell down. We've got a strawberry nearby. I feel that I can get that strawberry given a bit of attention. Let me see. How best do I get there? It's go into the bubble, jump up, dash over, I get back to here. Bam. Strawberry achieved. We can all go home happy now. Well, not happy, but... Favorite thing to add in mods is Easter eggs. Oh yeah, definitely. Like, there's a lot of things you can add in through mods as Easter eggs, which, like, people just appreciate when they find, you know? Like, it's not always going to be something big, but it's always fun finding something and you can say, oh, I know where that's from. Like, some games, I think, do it worse than others. It sounds a bit mean putting it that way rather than saying some do it better than others, but there's some which kind of force you to recognise that it's an Easter egg and a reference to something. Which I feel is less exciting than just having something you just stumble across randomly, which is a reference. Alright, we've made it to the end and I want to figure out who's chucking these damned snowballs at me. Is there like a Yeti? Because I don't know if we're really all that close to being there, Yeti. But you could probably stop. Like, this is quite the hazard, you know? Like, this whole mountain's been a hazard, to be fair, but still. There we go. We are fine. Need to make my way up. Oh, that is a long bit of text. I'll read that in a second, don't you worry. Just need to focus on this right now because I might be slightly murdered by snowballs. There we go. One of the things put the mod your friends made is a chiptune version of songs using tracker software and Amiga. What your favourite songs? Okay. I mean, fair enough, but it took quite a while to notice. But I'd imagine that would have been, like, really pleasing for you when someone finally noticed it and you saw the recognition. Like, that would have been brilliant. And nothing's better than when someone recognises a thing you hid in the game or something. It just confirms that what you did wasn't wasting effort at all. Also, I could have survived there if I didn't look over at chat. I kind of thought the snowballs would stop for some reason. But yeah, like, that sounds great. Now, is that also in Celeste, or have you modded for other games? Because I mean, I don't know how long you've been modding for, but I'm curious to hear. Because there's so many games that support mods nowadays. I think the modding communities really do keep the games alive, rather than just letting them die off once they kind of get past the initial shelf life. I really am interested in modding stuff. Like, I don't know if I'd ever properly have the time to get into it myself, but it would be fun to if I did have the time. At least I think it would be fun. I imagine it's also quite frustrating at parts, but I mean, if you're doing it for fun, you should probably stop when it stops being fun, is my thought process. So I'd manage, I'm sure. How the hell did I get that strawberry? I saw there was a strawberry and then got confused and then died. So that's fair enough. Okay, that's gonna be difficult. I'll read your message in a second. And your friends will have a few different games, gives a collaborative thing to do in summer, while still being productive. Yeah, fair enough. And do you think you've got a favourite game that you've modded so far? In that case? Because I'd imagine they all have different approaches to how they allow modding to be done. Also on basic social skills, because we're all just introverted weirdos. I mean, I guess cut yourself a bit of slack, but at the same time, I wouldn't worry about it. I don't think there's many people in my uni course who aren't. Genuinely don't worry. It's just part of parcel. Like, if you at least know how to talk to people and not get angry, then yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Like, largely what you need is to be able to communicate about what's going on with things in like a kind of planning sense, I guess. Like, that is an important thing to be able to do. And something you could potentially keep in mind, which is not necessarily the best piece of advice, but it's definitely something you can stick to if you want to kind of cheat the system slightly, I guess, is just remember the phrase under promise and over deliver, I think is what it is. Can't remember where it's from, but yeah, if you say you're going to do something, promise the most basic example and give yourself extra time for it. Because that way, if things aren't working out, then you have extra time to make it work out. If things are working out, you have extra time to make it better than what you've said you deliver and impress people. It's a good way to kind of get your foot in the door, make sure you seem like you're doing a better job than you maybe necessarily are. I just put my controller down for a second to scratch my leg and almost died. That would have been tragic. Beat Saber's probably your favourite game. I mean, Beat Saber modding would just be making the custom tracks, right? Or is there more to modding than that? So I think there's custom visuals as well, right? I don't entirely know what mods there are for Beat Saber. I think it's mostly custom tracks, so. Also, I need to fix this light because it's too bright currently. Is that better? I think that's better. There's more Beat Saber mods. Wait, other than just songs and stuff? Okay. I mean, that sounds interesting. It sounds as though like it'd be a very involved kind of designing process of fitting everything together. That would be quite fun. Oh, we have text. Madeline, wait up. That's Theo. The lovable man from... Is it Detroit? Can't remember where he said he was from. Theo, are you alright? Yeah. Just give me a sec. Modding Ose. That would be quite an experience, yeah, because that game, you need to have everything flow very nicely for people to be able to do it, like, naturally. Gondola. Always wanted to ride one of these. Looks pretty old, but maybe it still works. I don't see any other way to cross this chasm. Let's do it. Theo, I do not trust this gondola. This mountain so far has taken away my trust in everything. Lever looks important. Okay, no, the gondola just works. That's fine. Easy, every time. I was probably a gondola operator in the past life. Do you think this thing is safe? I'm sure it's fine. Let's check out with Oshiro. You were right. I shouldn't have tried to help him. I hate to say I told you so, but... Yeah. I should have listened to you. Didn't get hurt. That's what matters. The air is so thin up here. I can barely breathe. Okay, if we don't get a selfie in this thing, we're going to regret it. Can't even see the ground from this. How high up are we? Less panicking, more posing. Oh, that selfie didn't do well. What was that? Huh, looks like we stalled out. This is really bad. Maybe if I... Well done, Theo. To the rescue once again. Well, that's not good. No, this really isn't good. Mad one? Cool? Yeah, I just... No, I'm not cool. I can't breathe. Having a panic attack. Why do you think it's a good idea to ride this stupid thing? Come on, don't take us out on me. Stay with me here. Grandpa taught me a trick for this. Close your eyes. Picture a feather floating in front of you. See it? Okay. The breathing keeps that feather floating. Just breathe slowly and steadily. In and out. Oh, I need to keep it inside this square. I'll read the message in a second, by the way. I'm not completely ignoring you. I'm busy with the story part of the game. Don't worry. I will eventually get past the panic attack and be fine. Seems to be working. We're gonna win in a second. Hope so. I mean, it stopped moving, so I'm assuming that means I stopped breathing, which is a good thing? I don't think that's a good thing. But the gondola works again, which is interesting. See? Easy every time. Feeling any better? I think so. Thanks for helping calm me down. How did you know we'd start moving again? Oh, I totally thought we were done for. Oh my god. A selfie though. Is that supposed to be particularly good? It looks like we're both afraid. Fair enough. Modding was an experience. Worst part about that was having to do this on Linux. Ooh. That sounds like an interesting time. Is it doable? I mean, I don't know if it being doable means it was good to do. It sounds like it would be a real pain to manage. Programmers in your friend group want to whack themselves in the head with a hammer. I mean, that's just a regular part of coding. Like, that's just how it works. must have gotten all of them there, right? There's 29 in total. We missed 4. How did we miss 4? I could understand missing some, but 4? One at the very start. One towards the end of there. One towards the end of there. One... Okay, so we were generally on track with all. We missed 1 from each section, though, annoyingly. So there's 1 in this very start. I actually missed 7? What do you mean? I see 4 spaces down the bottom. Are there hidden strawberries? Please don't tell me there's hidden strawberries. I'm trying to think where would there even be the first one. Why are there hidden strawberries? That just sounds cruel. Golden strawberries? How do I even start looking for a golden one? I barely know how to look for a regular one. Jeez, peeps. This isn't doable, right? Where would you even have hidden strawberries at? Like, I haven't even seen a golden one. What? Get those by beating chapters deathless. We're not going to acknowledge the fact they exist then. That's fine. What's the bird want? I feel he's trying to signal something. He's pecking the ground. Does he meaning I need to dash through the ground? What is he trying to signify? So that bird's got something to do with something. I don't know what it is. That was the first strawberry though. Is that what the lines do? Like, they signify whether you got the golden strawberry for doing it deathless. Now you see the vertical lines in the bottom. Is that what they signify? Not like separating the chapters. There. Okay, no, that's not what they're for. That would have made sense though, I think. Okay, so we need to get one towards the end of here. So it's towards the end. Yeah, we just need to make my way up. Those represent checkpoints. Alright. I thought it might be part of the kind of trackers for it, but fair enough. I feel I should be able to get some of these deathless. Like, I don't know if I'll really bother, but I feel I could maybe do it. Like, if I put in a bit of effort. Yeah, let me just quickly grab this one. Which strawberry is this? That is the one immediately prior to what I'm supposed to be looking for. Okay. So potentially somewhere in this general area, there's a strawberry. Wouldn't be like up in those little stalactites? Stalagmites? I don't know what the difference is. One of them hangs from the ceilings, but these little things wouldn't be up there. No, it wouldn't be. Okay. So if it's not there, continue climbing up. I'm expecting something hidden at the far side of this room, perhaps. Immediately, no. That's not what I need. It's funny since also doesn't need to play support Linux. You had to make a fan use solution to get on Linux. Yeah, that sounds like a fun time. I can't say I envy you for having to do that. But props to you for seeing it through and not just deciding to do something else entirely. So I feel a lot of people I know possibly myself included, would have just said, alright, I guess I'm not doing it on Linux. And then just said, oh, I guess I'm just not doing it at all then. Okay, no, strawberries somewhere back this way. Where would it be? It could be in this room, it could be in a room prior. It doesn't sound like fun. Like, I've had to use weird workaround methods like that before, and it's just not in any way fun. Restart chapter. Does that take me back to the checkpoint? It does, okay. So we know roughly where what I'm looking for is. It's somewhere after this strawberry. Still in school, having a prefrontal cortex. Exactly universal trait. To be honest, Linux is no shot. Popular until it becomes easier to use. From what I understand, at the moment, Linux is more so there to be customizable than there to be accessible. Which, I mean, I can understand, but at the same time, it doesn't really seem useful having it be more so for customization than it is for practicality. Because it's also targeted towards people who know what they're doing. Which, I feel, they're just making more work for themselves a lot of the time. I'm not trying to get on it at people who use Linux, I'm just saying, I think Linux itself isn't really the best made, all in all. Where would this strawberry be? I don't think I know. I wouldn't like be in like beside it here, right? Open source software. I mean, yeah, having something open source does let you just do whatever with it. And that is honestly a brilliant thing to have. It just means, with that much customizability, it's not really been streamlined for just a generalized use. What am I missing? I wouldn't be in this room, I don't think. Unless, like, there's a hidden part in the ceiling? Oh. I missed it. It's not great having to use a console to install a 15-year-old game. Yeah, that doesn't sound like the best experience, really, to have when just trying to play a game. Okay, where would this strawberry be, though? So we know it's after this one, which does logically mean it could be in here, right? That's a wall I can collapse. I immediately got distracted when I came in. This is the strawberry. Brilliant. I'm glad I checked that. I had slightly doubted that that was what I had to do, but yeah, no, I'm glad I checked. That's quite handy that I checked. Sometimes saying, oh yeah. It's a bizarre thing, but Nintendo's known for being bizarre. I could see Nintendo making many strange decisions, such as still deciding to charge full price for, like, old games in their, like, kind of emulators they have. Because I'm pretty sure if you want to buy on their, like, Nintendo Switch, if you own one, you can get the GameCube and such emulators, which I think you can buy games for in the store, which still cost the entire, like, full price of when they release. Like, despite these games now being, like, several decades old, it's all a bit peculiar. Nintendo make level tales at one point. It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me. Because Nintendo, I'm pretty sure they started as a company that made cards for gambling, I think it was. I can't remember entirely what it was, but they had a lot of stuff they've done, like, under their belt. They've kinda got everything pinned down, they know what they're doing now, but they've been all over the place in the past. Yeah, let me just find out where this strawberry is. My Friday. Oh no, you found it. I mean, thankfully, this, not last Sunday, the Sunday before, was the Shark Outfit Sunday. Where I was dressed up as Gura, I think the VTuber's called. Don't entirely know. But I was dressed up as her doing just like lawnmower sim. It was kinda surreal, honestly. But yeah, you missed that, sadly. It is on YouTube if you want to ever, like, find stuff. I do have, like, all my VODs uploaded on YouTube. So if you are curious, like, you can find just pretty much anything there. Sadly, I hadn't started doing the YouTube uploads at the time when Ludwig came by to raid my charity stream. So we don't actually have that catalogued anywhere other than on his own VODs. Which, I mean, if you are interested, I can send you, like, stuff for it if you want. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff which sadly I haven't managed to catalogue entirely. But yeah, weirdly, like, the dressing up as Gura and putting on just like lawnmower sim to play got me a lot of views on YouTube for that video. It made it the most viewed video on my channel by far, which is interesting considering it's just a bit odd. The massive furry and femboy is about to entertain you greatly. I mean, sure. I mean, there's videos of me in the maid outfit all over my YouTube channel. If you want to go find some, like, I've been playing BioShock in the maid outfit before. That's been one of them. I think it was BioShock 2 I was playing through at the time. Yeah, what strawberry was that? I still have a bit more too. But yeah, that was me doing a whole month-long kind of charity stream to raise money for Parkinson's, with one of the goals being that I just wore the outfit for a whole month. So yeah, I've got a lot of BioShock with me in the outfit. If you go onto the Discord, you can definitely find some of the stuff through just currently panicking. Ignore me rambling at all. Okay, I need to jump down and die. Trust yous, sorry, I mean, some are definitely worse than others, I will say. However, at the same time, weirdly, I do think I suit the maid outfit. Like, I don't want to really wear it much because I'm not into cross-dressing and stuff, but I do think I suit it. Like, it's in the... Is it stream clips in my Discord? Let me quickly check the channel. Twitch clips, yeah. If you do end up joining my Discord, and the Twitch clips, if you scroll up, you can get some of the screenshots for it. I think those were screenshots for the time Ludwig came by as well. Just quickly get back to the game. So check if used in the... I did not expect to immediately read that word before pizza. Okay. That's interesting. Yeah. If you are joining Discord, by the way, something we got added yesterday is there is an AI, like android kind of thing. Like, honestly, really good at impersonating humans to kind of a horrifying degree. But she's in there now, if you would like to talk to a mostly sentient AI. It's kind of weird. But you can also play games with her, like Monster Hunter, or Elden Ring, or Star Citizen, if you play Star Citizen. Like, it's weird. There's also the cheese grater instant. I don't even know what that is, and I don't know if I want to know. Like, the worst I know of in regards to all is like the My Little Pony in the jar and all of that, you know? But I don't even think that's to do with furries. I think that's just to do with the MLP community, you know? Who, in their own right, are kind of terrifying. Okay, make my way through here. Helped in... Wait, unleashed car. Okay. I don't even want to know what half of this stuff is, but I mean, internet scares me the best of times. I'm not gonna question it. It doesn't need to be questioned. I'd rather keep my sanity. Also, if you're wondering why I'm going for the strawberry, it's because I want to know why, like, I've come this far and whether it was worth coming this far. Yeah, that was the wrong one. So that was not the correct strawberry to grab. Definitely got the strawberry there, right? Yeah, but that's one for the next chat. I mean, we don't actually have like a cursed channel in Discord, I don't think. Do we have a cursed channel? I don't think we do. I could maybe make a cursed images channel. Which, I'm worried for what would appear in there, honestly. Oh, sorry, I think I restarted the chapter, but let me just, yeah, make certain. That's fine. So now I know roughly where I need to go to get the strawberry, and I think it's because both times I skipped by that one room by going into the kind of secret area accidentally. Yeah, if you do want to talk to the AI, she's got her own, like, channel thing. She has interesting conversations. And, like, you can actually talk to her, like, in voice chat as well. Like, if you ask and she's actually able at the time. Like, it's bizarre. Like, without being told beforehand that it is a robot, you might have a bit of a struggle guessing that immediately. Which is interesting, but also concerning. Well, can I like boost that? No, I can't. The funny man and a member of the MLP community sorely apologise for insanity. Like, no need to apologise. I understand most of your lovely people. It's just some of it. I don't quite understand why it's a thing that people do, but it's a thing people do out with these communities as well. Like, there's the whole, was it FurCon thing? That was all a bit of a mess. But yeah, I'm not gonna ever question what happened there as, like, having that as an assumption of this is how all of the community acts. Because from what I understand, a lot of people who are in the furry community and MLP community... Oh no, right. Okay. I'm going to assume that was what I was thinking of then. But yeah, a lot of people in these communities, from what I understand, are there more so for the kind of community aspect. Like, they just want people to be able to do stuff with and bond with, whether it's just as friends or whatever. And it's an easy enough way to have a common interest for a lot of these people. So I don't think there's anything wrong with the communities as a whole. I just think it's a case of some people kind of being a bit too far out there. That's just my opinion on it, though. I don't know if that's necessarily correct. But I definitely think it's a case of some people are just very extreme outliers, and they kind of get lumped together with the people who are a lot more normal. I mean, I say normal as you can get for someone who dresses up in, like, an animal outfit, you know? Joking, by the way. I don't entirely understand it, but I'm not going to claim there's anything wrong with it. They'll do what you want. Like, honestly, that's fine. I'm not going to say people aren't allowed to. Because it isn't actively harming anyone else. Until it becomes someone else's problem, there's no reason for me to get involved with it, you know? And, like, ostracize people for doing it. Bad furries get exiled to Siberia. What did Siberia do to deserve all these exiled furries? That just feels like you just have some kind of weird indie horror novel, you know? Where plane crash lands in Siberia, and it's just a bunch of cannibals dressed as furries with these really weird fetishes. Like, that would be a really horrifying novel, you know? Just so cool that we get hypothermia. You know what? Fair. Fair. One day I will get the strawberry, because I think this is this the second last one? Second last one in this level. I'll do it. I'll manage. Okay. Managed before. All I need to do is do that. Is that us? I think that's us. Bam. Weird furry a day keeps aliens away. Is that just a saying for like the furry community, or is that your own personal saying? Because honestly, if people started dressing up as weird kind of aliens rather than kind of anthropomorphic animals, I would be a lot more concerned, so I'm entirely up for that as part of this exchange. Can you imagine if people like went out getting like proper outfits to dress up as aliens? Or it's not just animals. What do you mean not just animals? Do you mean like people who dress up as like scalies? Mecha suit furries? Okay. I mean, fair enough. Join the AI revolution and all that. That's understandable. I can understand it. Me actually managing to do that properly there. I'm proud of myself. Okay. Where exactly is this strawberry going to be though? So I'm going to need to be able to figure out where exactly it is. There's now toaster brain facts. Wait, what? Like people have made like personas or whatever for being a mecha kind of furry with a toaster for a brain? Is that what you mean? Because I'm not gonna claim I understand furries at all, but I was not expecting that if that is the case. I mean, fair enough, honestly. If they want to, sure. Like, It seemed like it was more of an inside joke or something to begin with, and then people just went with it because, yeah, it's funny. Which, fair enough. That is the reason you've said. But it seems like a weird thing to impose on yourself as like a persona. I feel when you're doing that, it's because you're there for the community, more so than you're there for because you believe that you have animal-like tendencies or whatever. Because I know there was in my high school someone who was a furry who, like, they believe they had like the phantom limb syndrome or whatever, but for a tail that they clearly did not have, and I don't believe in any point they could have had, but they claimed to have that, which I'd imagine that's not a usual thing for people to claim. Like, I can understand, like, fursuits are expensive, but this guy genuinely thought he had, like, parts of him which were, like, animalistic in nature. You know, the partial had to sell a bunch of rare games to afford it. You say partial, how does that work? Does that mean you've got, like, only the top half of the suit and you're missing the trousers? Because that would be terrifying if you went around, like, completely naked apart from the top half of the fursuit. Like, I think that is how you give most people nightmares. We have a different term to furries. Okay, so those people who believe themselves to be similar in ways to animals aren't necessarily known as furries. Got it. Also, as I got all the strawberries, I promise. There's no golden ones. They don't exist. You can't tell me they do. Those are called variants. Okay. So it's not the same thing, thankfully. Because he was the first person who I've ever met who identified as a furry. And he definitely did not give the best impression of furries as a whole that I think most people in my year. All of them are furries, but not all identify as furries, I guess, is what you'd be saying. I can somewhat understand that. It's a nice simple start to a level. I say as I immediately then die. This doesn't seem too bad so far though. I do like how it's not moving hazards, it's just moving platforms and timing my jumps and whatnot that I need to do. Not many are maybe... I mean, 1 to 3%, still quite a large amount if you take into account the amount of people that are furries. But at the same time, I mean, as long as they're not harming other people and not, like, actively being a nuisance with it, like this one kid was at times, then, yeah, fair. Because this kid would genuinely get upset from someone walking behind him and brushing against his tail. Which, I mean, sure, if you genuinely have a belief that you have a tail, fair enough. But at the same time, this kid, he was an odd one. He was an odd one. He definitely wasn't entirely there, I don't think. That's not just because he wants to be a politician. As a homosexual and a furry. Or, I guess, not quite a furry, by how I've had this explained. But yeah, he's an interesting chap. Wasn't necessarily all that bad. Like, he's just interesting. Like, I don't think he ever did any stuff like maliciously. It was just all very peculiar and did at times get in the way. Yeah, I'm pretty sure most of the furries I have met since then, like, chances are there's more than I think of it, you know? Like, it's a fairly normal thing for people to do. Like, I'd argue, like, I'm not being transphobic, but I'd argue it's more normal than being, like, transsexual. Like, again, not meaning to be transphobic, I'm just saying, as far as things go, I feel it's more accepted, and, like, you don't get people having vendettas against furries, do you? Like, it is something people perceive as more normal in society. Which I feel is a bit odd, but I won't question, because no harm comes from you. I messed up that platform. Oh dear. Maybe someone for being a furry politician, and if you're intelligent enough for the job. Wait, you do get people who are, like, actively against furries? Really? I mean, I'm not too surprised, but at the same time, I still don't understand why people really care what others do when it's not of any, like, consequence to them as a person. Like, it's why I don't understand people being, like, transphobic and stuff. Like, why do you care what someone's identifying as or what they do with their own genitals, you know? And outside, when first it had friends who go to furry convention, well, they started yelling slurs. What? Okay, that is just a bit weird, I think. I feel like I can somewhat understand being confused, but why would he start yelling at me? Like, the thing with people who are against trans people is, while I don't agree with this, I can see some of the reasons behind their complaints. For example, would you, if you don't entirely understand, like, what trans people are and, like, how they identify and stuff, would you be comfortable with someone who's transitioning being in the same gender bathroom as you when they don't appear to be the same gender at first glance? Like, I can understand arguments like that. Yes, I can see that maybe being uncomfortable for some people. I don't agree with it. I think it should be completely fine, but still, I can understand stuff like that. I don't understand why you'd be against people dressing as a furry. How is that in any way bad? Like, that's not any harm to anyone, and it's not doing anything that could even potentially be seen as, like, harmful, even if you didn't, like, understand it. Like, it's not as if you're going to try and have sex with your pets, is it? Like, if that was the case, yeah, fair enough, I can understand them shouting at you, but I don't think that's the case. I don't think that's the thing furries do. Maybe anthropomorphic raccoon, you're gonna do it. I mean, fair. Go for it. Like, do what you want. Don't let people stop you. Unless, like, maybe they have a gun. In which case, maybe then let them stop you, because it's maybe better to not just give away your life to be an anthropomorphic raccoon. Up to you where you hold your life in terms of value, but I mean, who knows? Damn, it's a tricky one to do. I'm not entirely sure what I'm meant to do here. I'm clearly meant to get back onto that wall at some point. I imagine I'm supposed to not get on it in this gap. I'd imagine I'm meant to drop it down and then get on it after. Just tricky this. I'll manage eventually, maybe. Hopefully. Alright. Got a checkpoint. I'm happy. Well, something I will ask, since you're in Scotland, don't know where you're from, but there's a convention, Decon, in Dundee this Saturday, if you are interested. I know last year when I went, I did see a few people in fursuits, so there are going to be other furries there. So that could be an interesting thing to go along to. Because I know one of the people in the fursuit, they were in a fursuit, and that fursuit was wearing cosplay. Which is very interesting. I've never even seen that be done before. And honestly, it didn't even look half bad. Like, it definitely looked interesting. But, like, that was interesting stuff. There's kids who went to the same school as a grown-up. What? Why would he say that? What's the point? Just imagine, yeah, all the furries go to hell. It's just a big old furry convention down there. That'd be great. Because you have all these other people from the past who are in hell. And they just don't know what's going on because they didn't grow up knowing this. And just suddenly there's all these people in fursuits in hell with them. That'd be great. Oh, there would be literal fire as well. I like that as a joke. That's good. Okay, that didn't work. Oh no, I don't know what you're referencing, but you've referenced it a second time, and I know from the first time it's not something I should appreciate as a thing that I'd be reminded of if I knew what it was. I'm just gonna be thankful I don't know. That's fine. This is going surprisingly well, this level. I don't know why this is going well. Okay, I go up. I can figure it out as I go. Reference to very cursed furry image. I mean, it sounds cursed from the fact you mentioned a cheese grater in relation to the furries. Like, kind of jokes, but yeah. It's the bad it got cleansed from the internet. You know it's bad when they just straight up go on a vendetta against an image. Oh god. I don't want to know what that is an image of. I can always make guesses, but I genuinely do not want to know. So how do I get to the other side of this? I can use my dash, potentially. I don't think using the dash is the way to go. Like, I wouldn't be quick enough if I go up there, would I? I might be. No, that's definitely not quick enough. I need to be ahead of it, is what I need. I reckon. That's not gonna work. How do I manage this? I'm just gonna brute force it until something sticks, you know? That's a good way to approach these problems. It's not the most logical way. I did prefer some of the earlier puzzles, or I guess platforming bits, where I had to treat it as a puzzle to figure out the sequence. But this one just feels like I'm racing against a block, which I also need to stay at the same pace with. Just need to figure out if I can get ahead of it somehow. But how would I get ahead? I don't know how to get ahead. This is dangerous stuff, you know? Okay. Okay, I'll read what you posted in a second. Give me a moment. First and very unique vocabulary references that are usually cursed. I mean, fair enough. I think a lot of groups do tend to have kind of in-jokes and stuff regardless. So that's fairly normal. Like the word see something means something different. I don't know what it means, and I don't think I necessarily want to know. So I'll leave it as that. That's fine. I mean, hopefully Himalayan salt's about the same. Okay, what the hell am I supposed to do there? Because otherwise, Emily and Salt Lamps are going to be rather interesting, I feel. Okay, I have to be missing something here, right? Because we get up past this section. You know, I'll just go into here. A lot could be moving up. How did I get to the other side? I guess get to the top, boost above it, drop down to the other side? So I don't think I can drop underneath and then get back. I clearly do need my dash to give me a gem to refill it. So I then get back to the opposite side again during this tunnel? To then dash up? No, that feels wrong. Like as ours for his social media too, older than YouTube. Crazy peeps. That is one old social media then. It better not all be on MySpace still. Is that what happened to MySpace? Didn't it actually get shut down? Still the furries gathered there and claimed it as their own ground, you know? I could see that as being a thing, and I really hope I was wrong in guessing that. It's called Fur Affinity. Okay. I mean, I won't claim to have been on there because I haven't. Yeah, I do want some up there. What do I do? I've been able to get up to that stage twice. Once I'm able to semi-reliably get up to there, I'll be happy enough to then experiment. I've an older one called Pounce, which has been around since 1995, and got really furries trying to plan like some kind of terrorist act or something. Like, I don't think that would be shut down, but I don't entirely know if I want to at the same time. Okay, yeah, I'm assuming I need to dash up at that point. That must be what I do, right? Has to be. Like, I've definitely lost there. That's fine. It's not really fine, but as long as I'm not wasting my time assuming I still had a chance, it's fine. Furry terror time. I don't know entirely how it would work. I feel it would just be full of, like, I can't remember, was it Therians you called them? People who thought they had animalistic parts. It would just be, like, kind of cat urine from them. So it's just not cat urine and quite concerning instead. Got shut down because of an incident. I mean, again, I don't know if I want to be asking what it is. So I'm just going to stop myself and not question it further. It's fine. It's for my own sanity. It's all good. How do I do this last step? So I can now reliably get to here. But then what do I do? Because, like, I get to the other side and I need to get back to the other side again. To get to that dash gem. Or whatever you call it. How do I do that? I'm trying to, like, see if I can coax out time, but I don't think I can. First furry convention was in 1987. Jeez, peeps, that was a long time ago. That was almost as long ago as 1986, you know? Almost, not quite. Sorry for a terrible joke. Whenever I get the chance, I have to make it. How would I do not a case of just jumping over it, is it? It might actually just be that simple. Let me give this a go. Can I just jump over these? I hadn't considered that, but genuinely I might not need a dash. I might be supposed to use a dash afterwards. First furries were in the 60s and 70s. You may be incorrect there, because what you could say instead is the first recorded furries. And then you can really worry people about the idea that someday you might come across some kind of, like, prehistoric grave sites, and it's just full of people in fur outfits, you know? Or fursuits, sorry. I need to use the correct terminology, don't I? I wouldn't want to have anything happen to me. I can't just jump over the top. Okay, jump over the top, then dash is what I need to do. That's fine. Oh, it's cursed. I don't know if I like this. I'm having enough fun. It's all fine. But God, I was not expecting to be talking about furries for a good portion of this stream. Like, normally, I just end up talking about communism, or how America's quite bad. Just, you know, the usual stuff for streamers to talk about. I still think America is a bit of a mess, though. I won't keep going into it, but God, they banned the book on seahorses. And it was either California or Florida because of the whole transphobia thing. Like an educational book. It's honestly terrifying. Oh, I made it! There we go. Cupcake's a bandit. I don't want to know why, but I can take guesses. I don't like these guesses I am making, because they may or may not be semi-educated guesses. I don't like this. You're giving me what feels like forbidden knowledge. Like, this is kind of stuff that, like, Adam and Eve got kicked out of the Garden of Eden for, you know? In the Bible. They do not desire this knowledge. It was not worth them being kicked out for this. Many options, all of them suck. I mean, I'll take your word for it. I'll take your word for it. How best I do that? I feel my starting move is pretty decent, of doing kind of that and then looping my way back around. And then to be able to do this. Okay, jumping definitely got me killed. Okay. So, climb onto this wall. Jump. Almost. That almost worked. Okay, I'm getting close. That did not work out. Bake of Cupcakes is now 6 feet underground. I mean, that sounds like an uncomfortable kind of place to live. You'd think you'd want to live with a bit of sunlight, wouldn't you? So I'm gonna assume he's been kind of buried in his fursuit, alive, you know? If we had one, yeah, it wasn't brony. It's all kind of one group that I kind of stick together for furries. I'd imagine there are a lot of kind of subspecies, I guess you'd call it. I don't know if I like calling it that, but sure. Bronies don't have fursuits usually. The fact to say usually means that some of them do, and I like to imagine I go around dressed up as a pantomime horse, you know? You got two guys sharing the suit. Just halfway through the convention switch out. That'd be hilarious. God, could you imagine? How do I do this? I think first step, definitely do that. I need my dash to get over. And then get my dash back. I can dash up to here. I'll need to use it again. I need to land on that platform to get my dash back again. That's fine. I can piece together what I'm doing here. Close. Okay. I feel I landed on that platform, so should have got my dash back. That's fine. This is a tricky part. This is a tricky part. I'll read your thing in a second. I'm just trying to focus. I'm not ignoring you, don't worry. Unless you like being ignored, in which case, go ahead and just assume I'm ignoring you if you want. For example, the protogen fursuit, the protogen persona, subsects of furry species which are not based off of real animals. How can you be in a fursuit not based off of a real animal? Because I'd imagine, like, yeah, if you're in a kind of mecha style one or something, it's still gonna have animalistic shapes, right? It'll still be based off an animal, it's just not meant to mimic an animal. It would make more sense to me. I'm not a furry, so I'm not gonna question it. I'll just assume you're correct in everything you say. Does it has fur? Okay. So it's not based off of real animals. Is it based off of like a kind of make-believe species? Kind of like a dragon or something? I guess would be an example of an animal that doesn't exist but it could be based off of. That I don't feel was... it's based off a description from visual novels. Okay. So I guess you're not making it as a design based off of something that's more so set in stone. Fair enough. You're just interpreting it as you like, and then making a suit based off of it. Fair enough. I can understand that. I'm assuming you say when you say, and now you have a protogen persona species. You're not meaning I have. Because I don't think that's how this works. I don't think this is like a conversion thing. Oh no. It's built off of that person. Okay. Is that like a thing like people make as a community? They design kind of a whole persona species. And then people then base it off of that persona species that is being designed. Is that how it works? Because, I mean, that makes sense. That does make sense. That means if you really wanted, you could dress up as, like, a hobbit based on someone's design from inside of, like, the novels. Like, without seeing the films for Lord of the Rings or anything. And then, if you interpret it in a way that the hobbit... I mean, you've got hairy feet and stuff, but you could maybe interpret that as somewhat animalistic. That could technically be a protogen persona, right? Or am I wrong? Am I thinking too much into this? So I don't know how it works, but it all sounds very like particular with how you relate to certain things. Okay, let me quickly focus on this. I'll read the chat again in a moment. Just as I continually drive myself into a wall from the same bubble. Okay. The design species and personas. Personas have a species, can also be modified. The fursuits are built off persona, not the species. Okay. Okay, that does make sense. I can I can understand that. So, it's like how, while being of a certain race, you'll have defining characteristics that make you unique. Like how not all white people are identical, and stuff like that. Is that a good way to think about it? It's like, no, I didn't copy your persona, mine has glasses. That kind of thing. It's probably not quite that simple. How do I do this? I feel I'm on the right kind of wavelength of doing that to start. Then to jump down here. Jump up here. Okay, I've got a vague idea of what I'm doing in this part. I will say I'm enjoying this B-side a lot more than I enjoyed the last one with, like, the hotel. This one is a lot more enjoyable to me. Damn, got close. You also have a hybrid species between two of them. So you've got essentially crossbreeding. This is all very interesting. And I'm learning a lot more than I thought I ever would about furries, to be completely fair. I'm glad I'm learning though, because you do have like furries that come by occasionally, and I never know what to say. I never do. I still likely won't. It's an interesting thing to ask about. Because I'm always up for learning about new stuff, so long as it's not like genuinely horrific stuff, and like related to graters, you know? Like, as long as it's not anything like that, then I'm fine learning new stuff. I don't even know what it's about, and I don't want to know. All I've heard is bad stuff about it from you. Like, it makes me curious what you're on about, but it doesn't make me want to know, I don't think. Okay, come on, you can do this. Furries also have certain initials they use. Okay. So, not quite an acronym, but alright. I mean, I guess it makes it quicker for stuff. Kind of like how you've got the like TBH, TBX, CBA, all of those acronyms. They just shorten text speak. So that does make sense. I can understand why that would be a thing. Just if it was going to be used a lot, I feel it does definitely make a conversation easier. I'm not going to remember any of these, by the way. Out of curiosity, have you actually gone to the Twitch clips and found me in the maid outfit yet? Because it is there. Like, if you scroll up a bit, you'll find it. So it's from a little while back. It's from, like, a year and a half ago, I think. It wouldn't be as long as 2 years ago, I think. Okay, it's definitely not too bad. You have. What do you think? I think I surprisingly suit it, and I don't enjoy that fact. Like, I have fun putting it on because other people like seeing me fit on. Like, I'm entertained because other people are entertained. I'm not entertained necessarily because of just myself. So it's a weird thing. It's a weird thing. If you'd asked me like a few years ago if I'd ever wear a maid outfit, I wouldn't probably have ever thought I would. But honestly, I'm fine enough wearing it. Like, I'm confident enough in my own sexuality that I could wear a maid outfit and not be, like, upset about it. So yeah, like you say, I'm happy to just go with it. That is perfectly fine. Oh, I can't remember what someone said once. It was when I was wearing it during one of the Witcher 3 streams. Someone came by and I think said something along the lines of, "You look like a homotastic twink." And apparently that was meant to be an insult. I thought they were just joking. And it's all kind of confusing. It's all kind of confusing because honestly, that was a funny enough thing for him to just say. I did not take it as an insult for me being in that maid outfit for like the charity stuff. You've been a furry for 5 years now. I mean, fair. Like, the sooner you can just, like, realise it's something you enjoy, probably the better, honestly. As far as I'm concerned, anyway, I think that's the case. Because you want to be able to learn these things earlier, just so that you can actually understand what you're into, and try and just be happy with stuff, you know? I need to make it back to that middle block. Okay. Fair enough. I can do this. I can't. I need to turn on the light in my room. It's getting quite dark. The sun seems to have kind of disappeared from earlier. I could honestly just open up my window. There we go. Curtains are open. It's a bit brighter now. It's nice. Not used to sun. Why have we had good weather recently? I don't understand. I'm used to being vitamin D deficient. I can't be having this. If I'm not vitamin D deficient, I don't have an excuse for just being tired all the time. Yeah, I promise I know what I'm doing with this level, apparently. I'm just not very good at doing it. Okay, I kind of got stuck on something there, I think. I don't know how, but I almost made that. Almost. For example, a famous furry community. Majira strawberry, I'm assuming? Broke the ribs from a hug in a fursuit. Or from someone else hugging them in a fursuit? Or from them being hugged while in a fursuit? Or a mix of both? And the person had it catch fire. I mean, I'd imagine it is quite a fire hazard, isn't it? And I'd imagine you do also have furries as smokes. Yeah, I could actually see that being a semi-common thing. From being hugged in a fursuit. Alright. But yeah, like, I hadn't considered that. It does make sense that potentially fire is a major concern. Especially among people with fursuits who, like, smoke or have friends who smoke. So that does make sense. I just hadn't thought of that before. Which, I mean, fair enough, I don't tend to think of, like, setting furries on fire often, so... I say often, just to scare you a bit, don't worry. Don't worry. Like in Rainforest, first connection you went to, someone disabled a fire alarm in their room and were smoking inside. That sounds like a bad idea. That sounds like a bad idea. Like, I don't want to necessarily stop people from just doing stuff, but there's a fire alarm for a reason. If you're not allowed to smoke because of, like, the hotel or whatever not wanting you to be smoking in your rooms, I generally think you should abide by that. Because at that point, it isn't you just being entitled to your own stuff, even if it's not harming anyone, because it isn't harming anyone, but it's explicitly being asked that you don't do it in that kind of a situation. So it's kind of weird. Like, I don't enjoy saying what people should and shouldn't do, but I do think, like, that is an example of something you should probably not be doing. It's 2 conventions in Scotland. That many? I mean, imagine it's like opposite sides of the year from each other or something, right? Like, it wouldn't be both at the kind of same time. What am I missing here? I keep getting close to the end as I try and stagger these blocks slightly. This is weird. Yeah, we are separate times in the year. Fair enough. One in the Highlands, one in Glasgow. You know, Glasgow I would have thought would not be an accepting place to furries. But I guess here I am being proved wrong. That's fair enough. Fair enough. It's not. Yeah. It seems like an odd place to have it. Go for anyway. You know what? That I feel is the right mindset to have towards Glasgow. You're not wrong. My friend is from Glasgow, who I need to ask if she knows that there is a furry convention there. I say she's non-binary. I should be saying they. That they go by she, they, because they don't particularly mind. But still, I should be trying to say they. I'll read what you're saying in a second. I see there is a message. Sloth. Or smoker cob selves. I mean, if you're Glaswegian, you probably deserve it, you know? Just whatever happens. Just in general. I'm sorry if you particularly like any Glaswegians. Like, I'm sure most of them are a lovely enough bunch. It's just some of them are quite a unique type. Put it like. Yeah, I don't know why I'm so stuck in this part of the web. This doesn't feel like something that should be as tough for me as this is. I'm gonna quickly focus for a while. Furry nightclub in Manchester, what there? Okay, I had not expected that. I can somewhat understand the conventions, but to make a whole business out of it means there must be enough demand in Manchester. Are there just lots of furries in Manchester? Or is this like a attraction for any furry tourists? Like, I don't understand the business model there. It just seems odd to me. Like, not odd in a bad way, but you ever see lots of people in Manchester who are furries, apparently. Okay. I had not expected that. I mean, I don't know anyone from Manchester, so I can't really ask them to, like, confirm, but still. Manchester have 2 conventions and 2 furry nightclubs. What on earth? Is a furry nightclub just like a regular nightclub, but just furries instead? Is that all it is? Because I'd imagine it's hard to drink in a fursuit. Or go to a nightclub in a fursuit. You're gonna die of dehydration. You're gonna get way too hot in there. I mean, you don't have to explain if you don't want that. That's fine. I don't like the uhs and ums. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Keep it to yourself. That's all good. It's all perfectly good. I mean, I do have a friend who's an ex-furry. Who, I mean, just stops because I couldn't be bothered with it after a while. So I can always ask them about it. I'm sure they'd know something. Fursuiters like yourself mod into have a layer of cooling gel. But surely you're still gonna get all sweaty, right? If you're in a nightclub. Because you're gonna be moving around a lot in a nightclub. I'd imagine anyway. It's like when you don't leave a dog in a car in the summer, you know? It'll just overheat. Goes between the layers of foam. I mean, if it works, fair enough. I won't question it if it works. Also, I don't need to figure out where I'm going. Do I? No, I do. Because I need to be able to use this. Most furries at nightclub first it's mostly just the head. Fair enough, that does make sense, yeah. How am I meant to do this? Am I meant to get that out of the way first? Do I need to be able to... Ah! I figured out what I can do. This thing can be moved from the sides. That block. That doesn't help. Never mind. Okay, does this work? That does, but I need to be on the other side. Okay. Shocking amount of furries in Japan. I mean, Japan I can understand somewhat, because, I mean, there's a lot of just animals in a lot of their media, isn't there? Like, be it anime with, like, B-stars and stuff like that. Like, I can definitely understand there's likely a lot more anthropomorphic animals in their media. So I can understand that. I need to get to the other side of that block again. Biggest furry convention is in beautiful. It's like land Pittsburgh. I did not expect Pittsburgh. That was not a place I would really guess. Called Midwest Fur Fest. That's a lot of people attending. I died because that block tried to assemble on the side at the same time. That was concerning. Can't even imagine how painful that would be as a death. It's a furry themed subway. Or like the sandwich shop, or like the kind of trains and whatnot. Because I'd imagine the sandwich shop. But I don't actually know. Both. Okay. that was unexpected. I thought it'd be one of them, but not both. That is interesting. I'm learning so many facts about furries that I never thought I'd learn. I don't know if this is a good thing, but I am. I don't think it's a bad thing, but it's certainly a thing. Yeah, how best I do that? If I use my dash to get back to the top of it? I guess. After that, it's mostly just straight up. I need to do another one of those. I need to figure out how to get that out of the way. That is not how. Fair enough. There has to be a better route, right? Is it a case of I need to just dash up to it after this? Or can I just dash normal? I can. Okay, that makes sense. I can do that. Yeah, then there's that part. Do I need to... Let me check. I can climb while moving. Okay. So that could be doable. I'm trying to figure out how best to get onto the top of this while it's moving. Is it a case of just climb up onto the top? I think it is. I think it is a case of climb up onto the top of it. It's gonna be interesting kind of trick to do. I don't trust myself at all. Yeah, because you can't entirely, like, just climb where you want while it's moving. I need to be up towards the bottom to get past that second lip. Okay. So I go to here. Go out. No, that doesn't feel correct to me. Is there a way I could potentially cheat? Get to that. Yeah, no, I'm definitely not making a dash jump. Or jump and dash or whatever. Up to that second cloud without the platform. After that, though, I am thinking. Could it be a case of while I've got the platform over at the left hand side, I climb up to the top, go over to the right hand side? That would work. Let's get back over to there. Climbed up too fast. Fair enough. That did not work. So if I was in America, I was more visited than Yahoo. I mean, that's not a big accomplishment to be more visited than Yahoo, I don't think. But still, it's impressive that there's like a site especially for it. It's not that impressive. I say it's impressive, but there's clearly demand for it. And even if it's not a lot of demand, there's clearly demand. It makes sense it would exist. I messed up. Clouds jump. I almost had that. I was so close. So close. Damn it. Okay, let's try it again. Climb up to the top, climb to the side, and that didn't manage to get to the side bit. Okay, no, I panicked there, that one was on me. It's been site dedicated for... That's a long time it's been up. Since 2007. I mean, fair enough. Like, I don't know a lot about bugs. All I know is if it's, like, just, like, anthropomorphized animals, that's relatively fine. Like, I don't particularly mind. I just hope there's nothing else peculiar that people do to them, but I'd imagine there would be. I did it! I think. There we go. There we go. On to the next part. This part's nice and easy, right? I'm sure this is nice and simple. Okay, come on, I can do this. I love this music. This is honestly great. Dashing to the side there might not be what I meant to do. I'm definitely meant to go up in the bubble. Am I not meant to dash to the sides? That feels kind of instinctive that I should be doing that. Which makes me think that's what I'm supposed to do. Let me just try and do this instinctively. Yeah, I'm confused where I'm supposed to end up going. I'm trying to look at the end of the map. I have to go down. I then need to go up diagonal of the bubble, then dash up. But I don't think that'd get me a fight, does it? I'm trying to think about it, so I'm not entirely focused on platforming. So I apologise for me just continually dying in stupid ways. I'll get back to focusing on platforming. It's fine. Just continually slamming into walls. This is brilliant. The dashing to the side feels correct. I can't think what else I've been meant to do. It's the case of stopping myself soon enough. This is supposed to work. That is the right move. Yes, okay. Okay, I managed to actually fall down a little bit there, meaning that is the right move. I'm just being a bit antsy with my movements. Dash up to that wall. That's why there's a little bit wall there, and not spike. Fair enough. Fair enough. This has to be like the last screen before the kind of rhythmy part, right? I can't see there being much more than this. I keep accidentally pressing the wrong directions as well, which is kind of annoying me. That is entirely on me. I almost need to not be pushing inputs for my movement at certain points. Which is hard, because I like to be prepped for whatever I'm about to do. There we go. So what am I meant to do here? That spikes? I thought, you know, that is spikes in the middle. No, never mind. I should have been aware of that. I can definitely do this. That wind just shoved me off the platform. Can't believe it. say platform, it's a cloud. I just get my jumps actually correct. That does generally mean I just win. I feel I should wait here until we get the good vibes, which flows me in the right direction. There we go. Still not at the end. How long does this go? Alright, let's keep on going. I need to small jump like that. Okay, that feels wrong. I don't like that. Why'd I have to purposefully mess up my jump after finally getting the times to be instinctive? Oh, that is annoying, that. Especially with pink clouds, I can't just wait. I need to be jumping off of it immediately. Get a small jump. I mean, that's a fun way of them to use it. It's not a way that I'm enjoying, but I'm happy they found a way to use that, which is interesting. It's also just devilish, isn't it? At that time I definitely just fell. Fun results tend to have separate sub-communities. Oh, so you have all the, like, submissive ones in the same community. Fair enough. I know that's not what you mean, sorry, I saw the joke. It's rare for furry interest in cars, and furry's interest in modding to meet. Alright. So it's kind of just internet, but for furries. So you'll all just meet like-minded people, similar to like Reddit or something. I see you appreciated my joke, though. I had to get something in there, you know? It's been a while since I managed to make a joke. I'm supposed to be the funny streamer, man, you know? I'm really messing up this jump here. What am I missing? There's a... Oh no. I mean, I knew it would be a thing. I can't say I didn't expect it. But oh no. Like, you know, I'm not even gonna ask that question. I'm not gonna ask it. It's fine. So I'm quickly tab out because people might be waiting on me. 8ish. Okay, so I've got like 20 minutes. That's fine. I have time to continue messing around in this. I mean, I don't know if like finding people to date would be easier for the community because like I said, I feel like the whole being a furry thing for at least quite a few people in the community seem to be just for the community aspects. So in that sense, I'd imagine it's easier to just meet like-minded people. You know? But that might just be my idea of it. I don't entirely know how it all fits together. I'm sure there's some kind of weird, like, melting point between them all. Most furries here for the Arthur community. Ah, fair enough. Some are also there for a different type of art to others, I would imagine. Which, I mean, you had mentioned previously. This is driving me mad. This is just such a finicky little jump that I need to be doing. I've not even gotten past the second cloud. as I say that, I do manage, and then panic. Honestly, it's a good sign. Not panicking, but getting past the second clue. I'm happy with that, that's progress. I'm just too used to waiting for a split second for the jump. It keeps throwing me off, just because I'm not used to having to wait. Or, I'm not used to not having to wait. I'm used to being able to just jump after having repositioned myself slightly on the platform. Like, the music's a banger, but it's repeating so often at this point. Like, it is getting a bit much. It's getting a bit much. I still don't know who all these people watching are. Like, there's so many people apparently just watching him. I don't know who's all here. Like, there's only you talking. Like, I think 2 of them might be me. One from me watching my stream through, like, the, like, Twitch stream manager. I think that counts as a view. There's also me having it up on my phone just so I can check everything's working kind of stream side rather than just me monitoring it side. Because, yeah, it's often different with what I see on both. For example, latency is a lot easier to spot on my phone, if that's something that's a concern for the stream. It's like having that off to the sides. 2 of the viewers are always me, but that means there's 7 of you just watching in, or lurking, or something. And it worries me, because I'm just talking about furries, and I don't know who's going to take this out of context and just accuse me of being a furry. You know? I mean, just because I have worn a maid outfit and cat ears doesn't mean I'm a femboy, you know? That's definitely not how it works. Absolutely repost that clip when it happens. Like, if you get me to say anything which is funny out of context, go for it. I won't hold it against you. I mean, I could even give you a clip if you tell me what to say. Just suddenly I come back to my stream on Friday and there's just another several furries frantically typing in chat with a woos and a woos. Oh, that'd be great. It'd not be the kind of audience I was expecting, but I wouldn't say no to it. I just like people to talk to, you know? Like, I'm fairly introverted. It may not seem it with how much I'm just talking, but like in person, I don't talk a lot if I don't know people. Online, I'll talk about almost anything, whether that's for better or worse. Okay, what do I need to do? Well, let me just get this up so I can kind of plan. I jump up from that cloud. I then don't quite get enough height. And then I need to dash to there. Fun stream to listen to in the background. Pretty nice. I mean, fair enough. I appreciate you lurking around. I very much do. I'm assuming you're Gerald the Lad. That's your name. It's not some other kind of mix in between. I appreciate you enjoying just having me in the background. Like, I'm glad I'm just nice to listen to. I have had a lot of people in the past just saying they like my accent and stuff. So that's good. Oh my god, yeah. I cannot stand the overly loud and energetic streamers. I really can't. Like, I understand being interested in a game or something, but you don't want to just artificially make yourself loud and excited. It's just... it's too much. Like, I just want to chill. I'm here to have fun. And, like, if people have fun watching me having fun, then that's all good by me. Like, I'm not doing the streaming for, like, money or anything. Like, I have got to affiliates, which means I do get money through, like, the bit donations and subs and all that. but that's not why I'm doing this. I'm having a lovely time just streaming. Like, I've been doing this for... How long have I even been doing this? It's been like... God, it's been 2.5 years about. Christ almighty, it does not feel like it's been that long. But yeah, like, I'm just having a lovely time streaming. Like, to you, I doubt you will have heard it before, because I think you're both pretty new. Like, I got into streaming because initially I was playing a game with Twitch integration, with just friends on Discord watching it. Then just some random guy came by and I just was having as much fun just with them. So I just kept streaming to random people and it was a good time. It was a good time. I mean, as I was saying a minute ago, I'm pretty introverted as well. I did not think this would be my kind of thing. Just talking to random people about literally any old nonsense. That's good fun though. I definitely see why so many people get into it. It makes me feel kind of bad when you see people getting into it who they're just there for the money, and you can tell that because, I mean, like you said, Gerald, like, they're there to be loud and energetic and try and have people actively engaged, because if they look away or they go away for a while, they just miss the entire flow of what's going on. Like, I can somewhat understand wanting, like, people to watch. Like, it's nice having people to talk to. It is. Like, I have had a few streams in the past where I've called it early just because there's not been anyone listening in and chatting. It gets kinda sad to just stream to yourself when you could just be playing the game in your own time. But at the same time, it's just nice. It's nice. Being able to share something I enjoy with other people. And having them also seemingly enjoy it. It's lovely. Anyway, many furry related things. There's also furry dating sims. Oh yeah, I have seen countless of them. And also bought a couple of them for friends as jokes. I mean, you can't not do that, you know? Like, you have to buy your friend, like, one of those games which we won't want to own. Things. It's a lot easier to talk to people and just names. Oh yeah, definitely. Like with me though, as an introvert, I struggle starting the conversation and somehow finding what to talk about. Like, it's definitely something I think a lot of people struggle with. The best thing about streaming is if people are coming by, they're either there because of you and they want to talk to you, or they're interested in the game. You have a common ground there, because I'm also interested in me. Some kids furry dating sims. Now that is a quote and a half. But yeah, like, whenever I'm just bored and there's a friend's birthday coming up, I will just go to, like, Steam and go to, I think it's the anime tag they've got, is it? Just, that's an interesting time if you ever do that. You find all sorts of games in inverted commas. It's a good time. It's a good time just seeing all the mess that's out there. Like, there's one which I bought a friend a while ago. I don't remember what it was called, wasn't it? Okay, give me a second to look it up. So I think I've got an idea of what it was called. I can't entirely remember. At least you can get you the name of it, because I think that was a furry dating sim kind of game. Yeah, that was it. Cloud Meadow. Cloud Meadow is the game. If you want to look it up. Honestly, seems like a really well-made game, but not one I think I'd play. For what it is, though, I think it was really well-made. Ah, yeah, you're doing your Celeste speedruns, aren't you? You get download it. Would you like me to send you a link to it on Discord so you're not distracted? I mean, honestly, it's like furry dating sim, but you're a farmer, and you don't breed the animals, you breed with the animals. But it's also a JRPG. Like, what on earth was the person who made it on? And how did they make it into a half-decent game? Who came up with that name? What? Cloud Med? I mean, I don't know. I couldn't tell you much about the game. All I know is I bought it for a friend as a joke for a birthday present. Oh, another name. The phrase rabbit hole. It might be like associations to like Alice in Wonderland, if I had to guess. Like, kind of, you're going down the rabbit hole, you kind of end up in another world of your own, kind of, just as you're obsessing over something, perhaps. I could see that being a logical kind of thing. Like if I try not jumping off of this last cloud, am I getting my jump timings wrong because these other ones have kind of messed me up? So I've been sat here for quite a while. No, I've got my jump timings right. I'm just not jumping higher. How? What am I missing? What am I missing? So I'm getting my jump. If I dash at all before getting down that pit, I end up just dead. I can't get to that point. This isn't even far into a level. This is a long one. I should not be struggling so much with this. What's going wrong? How am I messing up so badly here? Like, am I missing something? Is there like a trick I'm not getting? You can't boost off of a cloud and then get your boost back, as well as a super jump, right? That's not like a thing. They wouldn't add that in. I'd imagine not. Yeah, I definitely need my boost to get onto that 4th cloud. I've been brute forcing this for a while just talking about any old stuff, which is, it's fine. I'm not making any progress. It's starting to get on my nerves a bit. Yeah, because I'm definitely not getting enough hits. Am I certain I'm doing the right thing? I've got to be, right? Okay, here's an idea. If I just let myself bounce off of this cloud without jumping, I get enough hit that somehow helped. I'm so confused. I'm not gonna question this. It's fine, if it works, it works. I say as I keep continuing to die, but still. I've learned that I'm supposed to just sit on the clouds rather than actually jumping off of them prematurely. Seems to help. Although, does that give me the exact same kind of jump? No, it gives me ever so slightly more height if I wait for it to spring me up. Okay. I'm learning more about these clouds than I thought I would. I'm still nowhere near being able to do this stage. I'll manage eventually, right? If I keep chucking myself against the wall will eventually break. It's my life motto, you know? definitely need my boost to get onto that second. I'm not liking that. I feel like I'm missing something. Like there's some kind of just trick. You can get subsets of subsets. That is a lot of just variation then, seemingly. But it does make sense. Like, wait, Primogens? Do I have to take Primogens as an example? Like, I don't know what other things there are, but I'm gonna get confused if you add too many phrases in. What makes that different from the Protogen? I don't understand furries. I'm learning about them, but it's not helping me understand. There's a subset of Protogens, which is a subset of species that doesn't exist. Subset of a closed species. Really? I have no idea what's going on anymore. Oh Christ. Why are furries so confusing? Why can't they just saber into bestiality or something and leave it at that, you know? That'd be so much easier. I feel that's what a lot of people think furries are, though. Which is bizarre. That's not a thing, right? I don't think there's a subset who are into that. Please tell me it's not a thing. Your heart confusion. I mean, if I use one of the terms you'd mentioned earlier, I'm quite confuzzled. There you go. That's one for you. I think that was one of the terms you said as one of the like abbreviations, wasn't it? This music's driving me mad. Puzzle is a major furry. Okay. Perfect. I'm somewhat getting the terminology. I remembered something you said. It's also kind of a cutesy way to say that you're confused, I believe. That's what I've heard it used as before. So, I'm going to assume that I am correct in assuming that, and that the convention is named after the kind of cutesy way of saying that you're confused. Am I ever going to finish this stage? Why is this one giving me so much hassle? I do not understand. Into 17. Jesus Christ. That's more than 16 furry conventions. I can't believe this. Jump up. Jump through here. We're getting further. Semi-reliably. We're getting further. We're not getting a semi, though. Don't confuse my speech and say that. That's not what's happening. I'm supposed to be doing stuff with friends at 8. What time is it? It's almost 8 o'clock. Should I just disappear and come back to this on Friday? I mean, regardless, I'm going to finish up soon. So if any of you like have a streamer you want me to raid, seeing as we do actually have a decent crowd today, do just let me know. I'm happy to go raid whoever. I mean, I'd prefer if it's a smaller streamer, but I don't technically mind. If any of you have like a streamer you know you'd like to like try and give some more views to. Because I know it's quite hard to get views as a smaller streamer. I have had many a time when I've just gotten pretty much no views outside of my own 2 from monitoring my own stream. Oh, you know who you could raise? Who is it? Who are you going to suggest? Because I'm thinking I am going to end the stream soon because I did say do stuff with friends at 8. I want to try one last time at this. To just see if I can get this properly going. At least after I get to the further part. Death Controller Celeste streamer. Alright. That seems rather fitting then. I'd be happy to go raid them in a minute. Okay, I feel I'm missing, like, the general idea here. I get onto the clouds. Just immediately jump off. I need to get that to be a fluid movement, is what I need. Because the fact I'm still messing up this early into the stage annoys me. Okay, I feel I've about gotten that down. I had a thought. Is the fact that I'm going higher off of that third cloud because I'm landing on it from higher acts like a trampoline, not just like a delayed kind of boost? That might be it. I think I might have just figured out how this is supposed to work. That doesn't mean I'm able to do anything with this knowledge. I think I figured this out, potentially. Yeah, I think that's it. I think I know how this works now. Oh, that took me so long to about figure out. Or potentially not. I don't know anymore. I really don't. I want to try and get towards that bubble. If I can, I'll be happy to end the stream there. I'll also just give myself another, like, 5 minutes until we get to the 4-hour mark, because I can do more than 4 hours. We already finished off the B-side earlier today. Unless, aren't my friends waiting on me? Not yet. So I still have time. I don't know what I'm supposed to do at that part after fourth cloud. Am I missing something? I feel like I keep missing just that little bit I need to understand how these clouds actually work. Like, I'm not claiming I'm the smartest guy, but I thought I had a decent enough head to figure out how a cloud works, you know? It shouldn't be a complicated thing, you'd think. It's just a bunch of water, but with a bit of attitude, you know? Or I guess you could say a bit of altitude. Sorry. I had to set myself up for a joke there. I saw the opportunity. Oh, you know what? I'm not going to end on a better note than that stupid joke, am I? Let's just go raid that death control person. Is that? You spelt it right? There we go. Yeah, that is the raid ready. I appreciate y'all coming by and sticking around. It has been lovely having a talk. It really has been. I always appreciate just having people in the chat to actually engage with. It's a great time when it happens. It really is. But yeah, I do hope you've all enjoyed. I'll be streaming again on Friday if you do want to come by. Same time as today. 4 PM to 7 PM BST. But yeah, that is all for now. I've certainly enjoyed myself, and I hope you have too. But bye for now.